Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to Fantastic Finds. I'm your host, Jason of Mother Tuckers, along with the one, the only
Enamor, Amie.
Amie. We didn't even
So you normally just say it.
we didn't even practice any of that. Well, welcome everybody. We hope everybody is having a good hump day, good middle of the week. We hope you guys are here to score some really good kitsch and vintage, because I think we curated some really good stuff for you guys this evening. And again, we're so happy that you guys are spending the middle of the week with us. Hopefully we set the tone. If you guys are having a bad week, hopefully you guys can relax and have some fun and enjoy the show and also score some good vintage. And we can set that tone for the rest of the week heading into the weekend. So Amie, how are you? How was your day? What's new? What's going on?
Busy, as per usual. Seems like we have the same conversation every week, and I always have the same answer.
Well, that's good. You keep yourself busy. The last thing is we don't want to be bored with our life or bored with what we do. So,
well, it keeps me out of trouble, Jason. So.
Well, I think it keeps us both out of trouble. And gang, if you saw my reel earlier on Instagram, I've been having a week at Mother Tuckers, and this air conditioning was just the icing on the cake. So there were issues. So installing the new central air conditioning unit at Mother Tuckers. So if you guys didn't see that reel, it was supposed to be funny and serious, and also to give you guys a little glimpse in the joys of owning your own business. So those of us that are self-employed or have our own businesses, I think you guys can empathize with my reel. Amie, they tore my whole store apart this week to put in these two central split vacs. They call them like these.
Yes,
split
because
units.
the last time I talked to you, it was the day that they were coming.
Yeah. So they got everything installed. It took them almost 12 hours on Tuesday to do it. And then by about hour 11, they discovered one of them didn't work. It came from the factory without a blower in it. So I was the one with the one in a million that got sent from the factory without the blower motor. So then had to meet the dude earlier today while he got another one and had to, so it's a whole thing. So now they're running. Hopefully the store's nice and cool tomorrow when Heather, my manager, shows up. So knock on wood, we'll see how it is tomorrow. So yeah. Lizzie, thank you. I'm happy everybody felt my frustration. So, but I was trying to do it lighthearted and funny. So Amie, if you get a chance to check out that reel, I think it was my chance of kind of just venting. And I normally don't ever do that. So it felt good. So
I have not been on the gram much today.
Right. Well, hello everybody again. Tonight, our official bid ender is the one, the only Karen Gillette. Thank you, Karen. We have our mods with us tonight. We have Holly. She'll be assisting. We also have the lovely Deanna of Northwest Sunshine. So the two of them will be assisting. Tina will be the backup to the backup at some point in the chat. So thank you guys so much. And the first person in the chat tonight that I see is the lovely Shannon. How are you, Shannon? It's so good to see you. We hope we can keep you awake or at least calm you down enough from the day that you can fall off and have a nice little nap and a nice night's sleep. So it's always good to see you. Welcome, everybody. We have Elaine with us. How are you, Elaine? Welcome to Wednesday, everybody. We got the lovely Heidi clear from Belgium. How are you? Welcome. There is our official mod and bid ender, the one, the only Karen Gillette. So please make sure you guys familiarize yourself with the little avatar, the gorgeous Daisy. She will be the lag that you have to learn to try to beat before those bid ends. So the other half of the Gillette Corporation is the one, the only Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. He is my YouTube DJ, guys. And if you guys are not familiar with his channel, please, somebody drop the link in the chat for us. Head on over, give this man a follow. He is working hard, putting out some content with some vintage music, playing it the way I think it should be on vinyl and a turntable. So, and again, the Gillettes are so supportive to all of us in the YouTube community, multiple channels. And they also spotlight in their videos some vintage that they buy from us. So it also promotes us as well, too. So thank you, Gavin and Karen, for always being so supportive and a pillar in the community. So thank you, guys. We got Karen in the house. Karen Kennedy, how are you? Welcome, everybody, to Wednesday. There's our other mod tonight, the lovely Deanna of Northwest Sunshine. We have my mother in the chat. How are you, Mom? It's good to see you. Welcome. We have Lizzie here with us. How are you, Lizzie? It's always great to
Lizzie.
see you guys. Welcome to Wednesday. There's our other mod who will assist us tonight, the lovely Holly Parker. We have good old Bridget. How are you, Bridget? Welcome. It's always good to see you. Welcome to Fantastic
So
Finds.
Bridget, go back to Bridget. She said, "I'm busy stabbing things," which means she's needle felting.
Yes.
She's not being violent. She's needle felting.
Yes. We assume.
Well, this is true. I mean, hopefully you're not having that bad of a day, Bridget.
Well, we assume that's what she's doing. So, hello, Miss Mama Pam. It's always good to see Amy's mom in the chat. How are you? Welcome. We have Kelly all the way from Texas. How are you, Kelly? We have Verna. How are you, Verna? It's always good to see you. Let's see. I see Bridget. Hopefully, yes, needle felting. Absolutely. So it is confirmed, Amy's. No more speculation. How are you, Cheryl? Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Fantastic Finds, you guys. Hello, Perla. How are you? Hey, gang, Perla has a YouTube channel as well, so please consider giving her a follow over there as well. We'd like to support everyone that does YouTube, so Perla, welcome, and hopefully you guys can give her a follow too. So we got Beth B in the chat. How are you, Beth? It's always good to see you. We have the other half of Mother Tuckers, the very lovely Tina. And with Tina here, I do want to say 2 thank yous really quick. I want to say thank you to Tina. She's the one that uploads all the photos for the community share, the Fantastic Finds, which Amy will explain a little more about and we'll show you at the end of the sale. And also I want to thank Amy because Amy's the one that always makes the wallpaper and the thumbnail for every single Wednesday sale. And I think it's kitsch-tastic and mid-century.
Can you just hear the Brady Bunch song like playing in the...
I can. For some
Flower
reason.
Power today.
And I also hear Austin Powers in the background for some reason. I hear his voice in the background too. Yeah. So we got Desert Gal in the chat. How are you? Hello, Deborah. It's good to see you too as well. All the way from Dallas, Texas. Guys, is Texas still as hot as it was? I know you guys are battling with some extreme heat down there. I don't know if you guys still are. We got Mars Anderson here with us. How are you? It's great to see you. Let's see who else is here in the chat with us, gang. If you want to shout out, please say hello in the chat. We're going to do our best to make sure we get to everybody. My chat just jumped a moment. Let's see who else is here with us. There's Glowy Girl. How are you, Glowy Girl? It's always good to see you. We have Heather of Antiques Agenda. And speaking of trying to follow everybody, make sure you follow Heather. She has a YouTube channel as well. It's always great to see you, Heather. We got Pat Robinson with us. How are you, Pat? Welcome. Oh, there's the Garden Girl herself from the Garden State, Steel Whisper. Fun fact, Jersey's the only state anymore in the nation where you still cannot pump your own gas. Did you know that, Amy? When you visit New Jersey?
I had no idea.
There were 2 states left, and it was New Jersey, and you think I would remember the other one if I'm going to talk about it, but there were 2 states that legally you cannot pump your own gas. New Jersey is now the only state. What was the other state?
So they come out and pump your gas for you.
Yes, right? Just like the old days, back in the Phillips 66 days. Yep. And that's the best part of going to New Jersey is you don't have to pump your own gas. You just roll up and they come out and the attendant takes care of it. Now, they won't wash your windows anymore or check your oil, but they will pump your gas for you. So Simply Shenanigans is here with us. How are you? Welcome to Wednesday night. It's so good to see you guys. We got Take a Chill Pill. How are you? It's good to see you in the chat. Welcome. See who else is here with us. Our friend Les, Miss Funny Girl herself. How are you? Terry's here with us tonight. Welcome, Terry. It's great to see you. See who else is here with us tonight. We got Shabby Wonder in the house. How are you? I'm going to try to see if Steele could answer that because maybe she knew the other state that now made it that you can pump your own gas. Sorry, let's see here. Who else is here? We got Tracy here with us. Hello, Tracy. Welcome to Fantastic Finds tonight, guys. Let's see who else is here with us. Welcome, everybody. Angie's in the chat with us. Welcome to Wednesday. I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe it's August. Second of all, I can't believe it's already Wednesday already. My goodness. I know. It's just flying by. It's going to be Christmas before we know it. So, honest to Pete. Let's see who else is here with us. I'm seeing a lot of chitty chatter back and forth. There's Brad. How are you, Brad? There's our friend Jennifer, Miss Junebug, all the way over from Instagram. If you're on the IG, please give her a follow. She's always got some fun pictures of the fun, good kitsch. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We got Jamie in the chat. Welcome, Jamie. I see. Whoop, I passed it. I saw Aunt Kiki, I think it was. I think I passed it. There it is. There's Aunt Kiki. How are you, Aunt Kiki? Welcome tonight to Wednesday. Fantastic Find, Spark Light, Spark Joy in Life. How are you? My words jumped ahead of me. We have Gracie's Loft in the chat. How are you, Gracie's Loft? Nancy's here with us. How are you? You are correct, Deanna. Thank you so much. And she would know that it was Oregon was the other state. So now, and that is a big controversial thing because a lot of those folks that pump gas, that's their full-time job. And when they take that away, those jobs are lost. So that's the big thing with New Jersey. So Lizzie, I'm not sure if I said hello to you or not. And Amy's like, Jason, pick it up. I got to pause for a minute because I've been practicing Debbie's last name. Debbie Gutierrez. There we go.
It's not bad. The R's are getting closer. They're getting closer to being rolled.
I was driving yesterday because I had a lot of time yesterday, and I was like, I got to learn to roll those, but it's still not good, Debbie. But Debbie, welcome, and it's always great to see you here with us. And let's see who else is here with us. We're getting down here to the end. There's Brenda. How are you, Brenda? And I think that's almost it. I see Robin. How are you, Robin? And we're down to the bottom. And there is Perla, who's saying I did perfect. Thank you so much. I'll take it. If that's the best I can do, at least I'm giving it the old try. So with all that said, gang, please make sure you're subscribed to Enamor Amy's channel. The link to that is down below. Maybe somebody could drop the link in for her. That would be great in the chat. She drops content every single Sunday. You can see her latest videos. And also follow us both on Instagram and maybe give good old Mother Tuckers a follow. So with all that said, Amy, how's this going to work tonight?
You know what, Jason? How the live sale is going to work tonight. I know that we have some new names in the chat.
We do.
I saw some names that I didn't necessarily recognize. Or if you are watching and you've been a lurker and you haven't said anything down in the chat, make sure to say hi. We like to say hi, and there's so many friendly faces down in the chat. We want to welcome you to our vintage community. After our live sale tonight, if you're not aware, we will be sharing some of our vintage community members' finds or collections or something they found at Goodwill or an antique store. We like to highlight a couple people from the vintage community that email us their fantastic finds. So that is a fun part of the show that I don't think anybody else does. So we really like to involve our community members as much as possible. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight. So since we do probably have a few new folks in the chat tonight, we do have 15 rounds of vintage goodness to bring you this evening. And we are going to have all offer up rounds. So what that means is it's going to be auction style. So we will show you the item. We'll give you the start price. Jason will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding, all you have to do is type in your bids in full dollar amounts down in the chat box. Very important. Make sure that you guys check out those chat settings and make sure that you're in live chat all messages, not top chat. If you're in top chat, you're not going to see everybody's comments down in the chat. They might come in a wonky order. Some things might be filtered out. So always check and make sure that you're in live chat all messages. And we do recommend that you periodically exit out completely from YouTube to refresh during the sale. That will help out with the lag. Hopefully on YouTube, it has been a little crazy as of late. So we do recommend that you refresh throughout the sale. So exit out, come back in, and then you're going to have to go back in and put your chat settings back in live chat all messages. So with the auction style, we'll do a quick little auction of the item. We'll describe it to you. We'll note any damage. We'll give you the size, all that good stuff. And then we will do a countdown. And then the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette will be the winner. And we also do something here called Just in Case on Mother Tucker's channel. So what that is it is the max that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC next to it. So we do ask that you only use the Just in Case bids if you have been an active bidder. So as long as you put in at least one bid on the current item, you can go ahead and put in a Just in Case bid during the countdown only. So the max that you're willing to pay with the letters JIC next to it during the countdown. And if you have the highest Just in Case before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Keep in mind, though, if there are multiple Just in Case bids put out there in the chat, those will turn into regular bids. And if you win an item from us tonight, right now, Jason has our emails up here on the screen. Very, very important. If you win an item, even if you've purchased from us before, but maybe it's been a little bit, make sure to email us. We do need some information from you if you win tonight. We do need your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your YouTube screen name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. And if you don't have PayPal, that is okay. Send us an email with the same information. Let us know that you don't have PayPal and that you'd like to check out as a guest. And when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice and you can check out as a guest with any kind of debit or credit card. And something else I want to note, make sure if you guys are paying your invoices in PayPal, whether you're a guest or not, if you have an actual account, please make sure that your actual real shipping address is updated in PayPal. We print your shipping labels directly from whatever is in PayPal. So if you've moved recently or you have like a summer house that you stay at during the summer and a different house in the winter, make sure and check that and update it so that we have the most current place that you're staying. And I will note that while we're showing you items tonight, everything that we show you is vintage. It is. We try our best to describe it to you guys to make sure that you know any kind of condition issues, repairs, chips, anything like that. But everything that we sell is in vintage condition as it is vintage. So keep that in mind. Stuff will be as is. And we do utilize Pirate Ship. Both of us use Pirate Ship to get you the cheapest rates on shipping possible. And I don't know if you guys have noticed a difference in your shipping or not. UPS has updated their rates a few weeks ago. I think that it's a little bit cheaper.
I do too.
Honestly. And I haven't really had anybody email me and say like, notice anything or if it's taking longer. I'm not sure if the new Ground Advantage is taking longer than first class or not. I haven't really got any feedback. So we would certainly like to know that. If you guys are getting your packages still in a timely manner or stuff is taking longer. I was kind of curious about that myself since we've been using it a few weeks now.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like it is cheaper. In most cases, it's a little bit cheaper. So that's always good. Jason, do you want to talk about your packing and shipping and then I will talk about mine?
You got it. I ship from Pennsylvania. I will be doing all of my invoicing on Saturday. So if you bought on Monday during Mother Tucker's Monday, you have an open box, which means if you purchase tonight and we can get it all in one box, usually I can, we will combine it. You will actually save on shipping because we're combining it. If we can't pack it together safely, we won't. I also offer free pickup because I own a brick and mortar here in central Pennsylvania. So it's about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So if you guys live in the area and you don't want to pay shipping, just let me know in an email. We will not charge you for shipping. And once you pay your invoice, we'll get it up to the shop for you and you can come and pick it up. I also will be keeping open boxes from tonight. I'm having a pop-up Instagram sale, which I'll talk about later on Friday. So if you pop into that, we can combine from all three sales. So again, it'll be Saturday, usually afternoon, because I pack in the morning and Tina does the invoices later in that evening on Saturday.
If you guys purchased from me on Monday and you paid me, all your goodies are shipped out. I shipped them out this morning. So I just had one person that was holding stuff over for today. So I will be doing all my packing and invoicing tomorrow as soon as I can get them done. So I can ship them out Friday morning. So that's what I'm working with.
All right. And along with what Amie said, again, all of our things are vintage. If you guys have any questions, we ask that maybe you put that question all in caps. That way it catches our eye because our chat does move differently for us than it does for you guys. It also allows our mods to trick their eye and they can, highlight it in essence, maybe give us some arrows or tell you to repeat the question, or they can also answer the question. So there were a few folks that popped in here before we get started. I see Brian popped in. I know I saw Susan. Hello, Susan. How are you? It's good to see you. There, we want to just scroll up here. Just give me a moment, Amie. We got Cindy Lou. How are you, Cindy Lou? It's good to see you. Janet, welcome, Janet. Popped in here. There was 1, 2, 3, 4 that I wanted to say hello to. I see Leslie Clark. There's one of them, Deborah. Hello, Deborah. And she says it was 105. today down in Texas. My goodness. And there was one more that I wanted to say hello to. KB, how are you? And there was another person that said this was their second time seeing us, that they were here on Monday and enjoyed it so much they wanted to come back. There it is. Hello, Angie. Welcome to your second sale. We hope you're enjoying yourself, and we hope you come back to many more. We hope this is the beginning of
Angela, the traveling crafter, just popped in here too.
Hold on. Let me scroll back down. We'll get back down to the bottom, and we'll finish up our hellos, and then we'll get this sale moving. Whew, there was a lot going on there. Hello, Tammy. How are you? And then Traveling Crafter, how are you? Please follow Traveling Crafter as well. They have a very lovely YouTube channel, and they drop some really fun content. So with all that said, Amy, you want to start us off, and we'll get it going?
I can. Like I said, we do have a few extra rounds than we normally have tonight. We have 15 rounds each to bring you tonight. So if you guys haven't been here on a Wednesday, Jason and I like to move it along rather quickly. So if you're interested in something, make sure and put those bids in early. So as soon as we see a couple bids come in on something, we'll likely count it down because we don't want to be here all night. We definitely want to respect your guys' time, and we want to get to your guys' fantastic finds from the community too. So $24, Jason, is my first item tonight. So I'm going to start off with, I have kind of a forest fantasy kind of theme tonight with lots of fairies and deer and birds and butterflies, but I also have some Lucite candles. So I haven't had any Lucite candles in quite a long time. So these ones are the smaller size ones. These are about 8 inches. Well, they're actually a little bit over 8 inches. I'm not including the wicks that are on there, but these are the 8-inch candles, and they do have the copper colored flakes that are in there. So it's not glitter, but it looks kind of like pieces of tin foil, but they're copper. So they're big flakes of copper that are in there. The wicks look like they're in pretty good shape. There might just be a little bit of bending at the end. And they do have those really important stickers at the bottom that says decorative only, do not ignite. So they say Georgian Incorporated. I've not seen that particular name on Lucite candles before, but I'm assuming that that is the manufacturer. And the thing with the Lucite candles, they do glow that weird sickly green color if you put them under the black light. But they appear to be in pretty good shape. It looks like there might have been some of that foam stuff. You know, it's like helps them stick in the candle holder sometimes around the end, but that is no longer there. And they're not chipped or anything on the bottom, not that I can see. But I love the smaller size ones. And these ones are pretty universal. I feel like they would match most decor or holidays or something like that, as opposed to some of the colored ones. But love
and this is a good size. Like, for example, our shelving unit in our living room, I can't put larger ones in. So we wanted candle holders in. So that's the ideal size to actually fit in that smaller shelf. Now, if you're putting them on the table, it doesn't matter. But if you have like an enclosed area where you're going to decorate with these, these are great size to start with.
Yeah. And all of the little ceramic candle huggers, I have a set that I'm going to be bringing toward Christmas time. And if you want to display these as opposed to wax candles with your ceramic candle huggers, I recommend the clear, like little hair bands. You can get them at the dollar store. And just put a couple around wherever you want your candle hugger to sit. And then you can put them on your Lucite candles, because the circumference of the candles, for whatever reason, are a little bit skinnier than wax candles. So you can't just put them on there. They'll slide right to the bottom. But that is an easy way to display your ceramic candle huggers if you want to put them on your Lucite. Just thought I'd pass that along because it works pretty good. All right, so I see Miss Gloria Boyd is in at 25. Thank you so much. So we're going to start a countdown on these. We're looking for 26 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Now you can really see the big copper flakes that are in there. I really like the flake ones as opposed to the glitter ones. I think they add a little bit different character to them.
And at Christmas time, these look like ice. When you put like your Christmas figurines on, it looks like an ice candle.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. So right before the bid end, Terry Valente snuck in there with a 26, and Gloria, your 30 did come in after the bid end. So Terry, these are coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
And guys, just a friendly reminder, don't forget those just in cases. It's a good way to secure your bid in case someone does come in at the last minute, because I'll tell you what, those just in cases saved me a couple times when I was bidding on stuff for stuff I really had my heart set on. So, oh Lord, don't tell me the chat's starting up for me already, because my comment's just spinning that I cannot highlight yet. Yep, so here we go. We'll try it a second time, so bear with me, guys. See what it wants to do now. I swear, Amy, I don't think StreamYard likes me. There we go. Second time it worked. So $10 choice, and my theme tonight is babies and storybook. So if you guys like babies and storybook, you're going to like the goodies I brought tonight. So it's going to be choice at $10. They're on these cute little itty bitty celluloid dolls with these cute little dresses. Now, I'm not sure if these were handmade or from the factory, but each one of these little celluloid dolls, hopefully it'll show on the leg. You can see the embossing here on the leg. It says Japan. So the little bloomers and the dress are glued that way, so you can't put the dress down. So each one has these cute little dresses on them, and they are these little celluloid dolls with no cracks or dents. They measure about 3 inches tall. This one is in a pink dress. You can see she does have a little cardboard base on her. The other two have fallen off. So, but I'll send them with them so you can glue them on if you want to. So we'll start with the pink one, $10 choice. There is a glow. All the painting on them does glow. It's not going to show too well here in the light. Even her dress glows as well. So if you guys are into the glowing aspect of these, her pink is going to glow. The lips are going to glow. Even there's blush on her cheeks along with her little itty bitty shoes. So that's your first one at $10. Then I have one that is in the yellow, but the dress is blue. I've never had them this tiny and this small. Now, she does have a little cardboard wafer that does glue to her. I will send that along. It did fall off. With that on, they do stand pretty good on their own. So that's your little second one for $10. There's the back. I just think these are so adorable. These are great to put on a little tchotchke, a little miniature shelf. They're great to pop in anywhere. And then here's your third one, and she's wearing a little yellow and pink dress. So they're in really, really good condition. They're these cute little celluloid dolls. They are jointed, so their arms do move. Their arms move, but their legs do not. So Tracy, thank you. I see you in a 10. We're looking for 11 or more. She has a little wafer too. I'll make sure that it comes with it. I think it's just like a little homemade little wafer that somebody glued to it. It was just little extra cardboard from back in the day. But I think these probably date to maybe, I don't know. I want to say these
look very similarly made to the celluloid little bride and groom Cupie ones.
They are.
I had a set of not very long ago, but they look like they're made the same way with the little jointed arms and the cardboard discs.
So cute. And Amy, would you say, were they the early Japan of the 1930s, or are they more the later Japan, do you think?
I don't know. They produced them for so many years. I mean, definitely that era, though. I wouldn't say that they're much older than the 40s.
And each one does have the Japan embossing there on the back leg. So I'll show them to you again, and then we'll count them down. That is your little yellow dress one, and that's how we'll designate them when you choose which ones you want. That one is your yellow dress. This one is the second one I showed you. This is her blue dress. And honestly, I don't really think there's much fading to them. I just think that you can see a little darker color. I think that's the way the fabric was colored. So I don't think they have like any sun fading to them or anything. And then there's your pink one. So we'll do a countdown. We're looking for 11 or more. Remember, gang, we are doing just in case for active bidders. Choice on the 3-inch celluloid Japan girl dolls in these cute little dresses. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 11 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Here's your little blue one again. All the paint's in really good condition. There's no cracks. There's no dents. I just think these are the sweetest things, and the detailing in these dresses is just amazing. All right, Tracy, tough question. How many do you want? 1, 2, or 3? Just let me know if you want the pink one, the blue one, or the yellow one. And you can take a variation or all three. Oh, she's waving to you, Tracy. She's like, take me home, Tracy. So just let me know how many and which colors you want. And all three. Good choice. Good choice, Tracy. Congratulations. They're all three coming to you.
Yes, our hearts go out to everybody that's in Maui, the horrible fires that are going on there right now. I did send a message to Sharon at Freddie Finds because she lives in Maui. My cousin also lives in Maui. As far as I know, they're both okay. I know that there's not a lot of power going to the island right now. Right. So we're just thinking about our Maui friends right now. $14, Jason, for my next item. I have a lot of Pixies tonight. So if you're into Pixies, I do have quite a few tonight. This guy's a little different than some of the other ones that I have seen. So he is got a plane, so a wood plane. Do you guys know what a plane is? I hope so. It's like a woodworking kind of tool to shave down wood.
You're flying it, Amie.
He's shaving down the log to make something. Looks like he's gonna get crafty. And he's dressed in black, which is also interesting. There is just a little bit of paint loss in a couple spots on him. And on this one ear, I can't quite tell if it's a manufacturer flaw or somebody touched it up. But it is a little rough on the back of the ear, but I really cannot tell by looking at it if it's a manufacturer thing or not. And he is just marked Red Japan on the bottom. And as far as I know, these kind of Pixies aren't attributed to any kind of particular maker. But he's darn cute. He's getting crafty. He's working in the wood shop. So I'm assuming that there are probably other ones that go along with him, like doing other wood shop kind of crafty things. Not sure if they're related to the Hamco elves or not. You know, the ones with the pickaxe and all of that stuff. But he's darn cute. I love his little eyelashes on his face and his little blonde hair that's peeking out. Measurement for this guy, he is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So he's not super tiny. He's not super large. He's just a cute little figurine that would go pretty much on any kind of shelf. And I think he's not super Christmassy. He's kind of a universal pixie. Deanna, I see your 15. Thank you so much. And Deborah, I saw your 14 as well. So we're going to count him down. We're looking for 16 or more on Little Pixie Friend. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amie, I love when they have the sharp ears. I love when their ears are very pointy. All right, they're all coming in here at once. So 17, 18.
Jason says hello.
And there we go, back to 21. All right.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. So I believe Lori's going to take it for 21. Congratulations, Lori. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My next item is going to start. I know we can all hear Queso. He's got such a cute name. So cute. It's going to start at $15. And if you guys followed us along out to Pittsburgh and saw our haul, I previewed this cutie. It's a cute little stuffed, and I call this your little sewing buddy, okay? I believe that this is a pin cushion, and I believe it is from the 1930s, okay? I will explain to you why. But I will tell you it's in very good condition. I don't think it was used all that much. The only issue I can find is a little discoloration right here in the front. I feel the fabric is made of cotton. Okay, the face is all those eyes and the detail that is painted on there. Okay, now I believe that this is 1930s Japan because the spool, if I can get it to focus, the spool actually says that it's made in Japan. So the little wooden spool with the thread on it is actually from Japan. At least that's what I thought I read. Now I feel like I'm seeing something different. But I'm almost certain that that says Japan on it. No, it doesn't. It says J and J. I thought it was Japan.
It's JP Coates, Jason.
Okay. All right. Yes. Then was it the other side that said Japan? I thought I saw one side that said Japan. But regardless, I believe that she's from the 1930s, and I think she's just adorable. She's in really good condition. She has some safety pins here holding on her little hat, her little cap. She measures, when you stand her up, she measures 9 inches. So when you stand her up, she's about 9 inches tall, but she sits just cute. So if you guys are crafters, if you guys are sewers, if you know a seamstress, I believe she would be a great little gift, or even just a cute little doll to sit around, because those are definite 1930s style deco eyes on her. I think they did a good job with the nose and with the mouth. Again, the only issue is there is some fraying here to her fabric there. I think that's more a little fabric bow, and then it's holding on the oh goodness, it's holding on to the spool. The spool, Jason, words, they're tough. And then you can see that it is tied on the back here. That's what's holding her little apron that she has on her. But she's super cute, no smells, no major stains, just a little discoloring right here to the front. And I think she's very, very cute if you guys love anything from the 1930s and that kind of flapper girl, that flapper girl. You would imagine she has those finger waves in her hair underneath the hat. So about 9 inches tall, $15. I see you, Les. Thank you so much. We're looking for 16 or more. Let's go ahead and count her down on the cute little pincushion, little sewing buddy or sewing doll. So we're looking for 16 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. How are you, Miss Karen? Karen chasing that vintage. KB, we see you in at 16. Thank you so much. Les, we see you're just in case at 25. And then we're just waiting on Karen Gillette's bid end. Thank you, Karen, for helping us tonight. So KB had a 16. Les, she had a just in case. So Les, she's coming to you for $17. Thank you so much. You guys, you're going to love her, Les. You're going to love her. She's amazing.
And happy belated birthday, Karen Chase. I know it was your birthday just a couple days ago.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right, $10, Jason.
You got it.
This book I found when we were all together in Pittsburgh. I had not ever found this particular book before, but it's got some great stuff on the inside. So it is poems for boys and girls, and hopefully it is focusing enough where you can see there's tiny little pixies up in the daffodils all throughout the flowers. There's some little crickets that are down here at the bottom. This book is from 1945, and it's got some really great graphics in here. And we're going to start with the inside cover because it's pretty fantastic, with all the cute little pixies and the mushrooms on the inside. If that's any indication of what else is in here, it's pretty good. Now, I do want to note right here, you can see at the top of the page there is a little tear there. And it is from 1945, and it is a Whitman Publishing book. So right here in the front cover, there is a poem called Finding Fairies. So very reminiscent to what's on the front cover. And you can look at them all. Look at these little babies down here, little baby fairies with the snail. So good. I love this particular spread right here. It kind of was my inspiration for the sale tonight, but there's all sorts of different poems that go in here. So it kind of varies through black and white illustrations and color that go throughout here. This one's fun, the circus. So we've got all the little circus animals and performers that are down there. Lots of options to display, figurines and things like that with there. What was some of the other ones? The Snowman's Resolution, I think, was a very interesting. I actually did read this poem. It's very interesting. Some of these I've never heard of before. The Secret Cavern. There's pirates and things in this one. Very interesting, especially if you like to read poetry to your kids or grandkids. Very imaginative. You can get with reading these things and have them picture what's going on. Lots of cool things in here. Oh, here's another one with pixies on it. The Goblinade. Look at that.
This came from that came from the same store.
Route 19. Route 19. We found so much good stuff at that store.
That was good.
For sure. Route 19, yeah. Here's another fairy one in here, a fairy one of marketing. I love if it would focus for me. There's girl pixies up here at the top that are riding on snails. There's a little mushroom house with a mouse that's sweeping a broom. So good. So good illustrations and poems that are in here. And the last one here has a big old dragon and looks like a princess in a castle at the end. All right, so I saw Lizzie is in at 14. Thank you so much. Measurement for the book is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So it's just one of those smaller ones, but it's packed with lots of stuff in there. And here's the back cover. There is another little pixie on the back. All right, we're going to count this down. Lizzie's at 14. We're looking for 15 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
These graphics are so good.
Back.
Oh my God.
Cute. Love it.
These are good to scan and to use for other things, the graphics. Just amazing.
Yeah, Lucinda, to use in your junk journals or frame for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, Deborah, I saw your 15, but Lizzie came in with a just in case of 33 right before Karen's bid end. So Lizzie's going to take it for 16. Congratulations, Lizzie. Thank you so much.
And a few of our other friends dropped in. Hello, Catherine. It's great to see you. Hello, Jamie. It's good to see you too. And Lucinda, welcome. How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome to Wednesday night. I have next choice. So it's 3 different things. It'll all start at $10. It's going to be choice on some vintage Beatrix Potter figurines. So we'll show them to you like this, and then we'll break them down. So $10 choice. These are all made in England, and they are all porcelain. So they're porcelain made in over in England, and they are all little figurines from the little storybooks that Beatrix Potter wrote and illustrated. And she was an author from back at the turn of the century. And her stories are beloved, and so are a lot of her characters. So it's going to be choice on these. There's absolutely no damage to any of them or no issues at all. So they made these for multiple years, multiple times. So I'm guessing these might be 1980s, but you also know by the way the insignia is on the bottom. So this is your first little choice, and this is the mother in the shoe. And this one, there's your base. So hopefully that helps you guys date it with the Beatrix Potter. Now, the copyright on most of these is from the 1950s. So we are at 18 with MJ. Thank you so much. We're looking for 19 or more. Very good condition. No chips, no cracks. And this one measures roughly about 3 by 4. So roughly about 3 by 4. So that's the little mouse in the shoe with her little babies. So cute. I love these. Yes, I know she does. She looks so angry. You would be too if you were stuck in that shoe, Holly, with the kids. And then this one is the Tomcat. No damage at all. And I believe this one is a little older because of the color blue to the jacket. This color blue, I think, helps us date it to be in one of the older versions of this. And this is your Royal Albert, as you can see on the bottom. The darker blue, I think, was the later years. But again, they made these multiple times in different runs. And then your third little choice is going to be the cute little tailor mouse. Look at that. He's the tailor's cutter. And then he's sitting on a cute little thimble. And this is your Beatrix Potter, again, with your Beswick, England on the bottom. So this one measures just about 3.5 by 1.5. 3.5 by 1.5 on him. No chips, no cracks, no major issues. The glaze is really, really good. Thank you, Beth. I think these are so adorable. And then I didn't give you the measurements on him. He's roughly about 3.5 by about 2 inches across. So again, it's going to be choice on these. I can't really find any notable damage. There is your base on him again. I'm going to show you the little tailor mouse again. So hopefully that helps you guys know the era of these. And again, the copyrights on these, it's a lot like the Charlie Brown stuff. It's the copyrights of the books and those sort of things. It doesn't mean that the figurine is from 1949. And there's the little mother in her shoe. And top bidder can take 1, 2, or 3. And when it comes time to choose, this one will be number 1, cat will be number 2, and the mouse on the thimble will be number 3. So let's go ahead. We're looking for 19 or more, just in case if you are an active bidder. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And you are right, Deanna. These are quality. This is some of the best porcelain you can find in the figurines, the detailing, the kitsch feel. It's very high end, and they are made with a lot of good quality. I think that's what keeps them so popular, along with the author and the book.
There's a lot of those in that series that hold a lot of value too.
There is. So MJ, you didn't need that just in case because you were the top bid at 18. So let me know which ones are ones you want. This one will be number 1. So just put in number 1 if you're interested in that one. Number 2 if you're interested in Mr. Tomcat. And then you wanted number 3. All right. He is yours. Thank you so much. MJ, just remind me, I think we have your information, but I'm not too sure. If you can send it again, that would be great. Or maybe Tina can refresh my memory. Nancy, you got back up at 17. So Nancy, you can either choose number 2, Mr. Tomcat, or you can take number 1, which is the little mouse, the mother in the shoe. And that would be at your top bid of 17. And I think that there may have been one other. I think that was it. And I think Nancy. Yep. So Nancy, I will watch the chat. Let me know, Nancy. Yep. Okay. Thank you so much, MJ. It always helps. Help. It's always good to help Jason. So Nancy, let me know if you want the other 2. This one would be number 1. And then this one will be number 2. And that would be at $17. And I will watch the chat. I'll just wait to hear from Nancy. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, 18, Jason.
You got it.
This was another find from Pittsburgh when we were all shopping together. It is a really nice deer, and it is a bank. So it does have the slot on the top. Now, I will say that it is that composite kind of material that a lot of these kind of banks that are made out of. It's not quite ceramic. It's not paper mache. It's kind of in between. It is still prone to chipping, just like ceramic would be, but it just has a different weight and a feel to it as compared to like a ceramic bank. So it is that kind of composite material, but it is painted really, really nicely. I had never seen this before, and I will tell you, researching this, I did not find another one. So I do not know the manufacturer for this, as I had not ever seen it before. It does have the stopper on the bottom. It doesn't have any markings of any sort. It doesn't say Japan. It doesn't really say anything at all on the bottom. It's just plainly painted there on the bottom. Really nice shape. There's just a couple little scratches in the paint on the back side. And on this one ear, I'm not sure if they just didn't get the glaze fully on it. It just isn't shiny right back here in the backside, but like it's really, really nice condition. I think it's a great like standalone piece, an everyday piece, but I think you could definitely incorporate this into fall decor. I really like forest critters for the fall, like deer, squirrels, that sort of thing, owls, and he could definitely carry into Christmas as well. But I really, really like him. He's definitely different. And, you know, you guys know I collect deer myself. So for me to come across a deer I had not seen before is pretty unusual. So I wish I knew more about him that I could tell you, besides that he's just a little bank, but he's really, really cute. I do think he's date-wise, I think he's probably 70s era, because that's when a lot of these composite kind of banks came out, were like 70s, late 60s, early 70s. So that's why I think his time frame there is in that era. So Tammy, I see you're 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. We're going to count this guy down. We have so much to get to tonight. So let's count this guy down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And he does measure 6 by 4 1/4, 6 inches long.
I love his face.
Oh, Tammy, you have smaller ones. Well, that's really interesting. You have to send me pictures. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. So this is going to Tammy. Congratulations, Tammy. Thank you so much.
Good score. All right, just a bit of housekeeping for my last item. Nancy, I didn't hear from you. So Nancy, again, if you're interested in this one, it could be yours for 17. And then the Tomcat is also available if you were interested at 17. Maybe you got kicked out. Maybe you left. Through this round, if Nancy doesn't claim it, then Deborah, yes, you can have the cat for her bid at 17. So we'll just wait and see if we hear from Nancy. Nancy, if you don't claim this in this round, that's okay. Then Deborah, it will be yours, and I'll put you down for that. So it kind of looks like, Deborah, it's going to be yours. So my next item is going to start at $15, and I think this is really different and really unique. This, I think, is probably the 1940s. So before we get into it, there are two condition issues. Number one, when it was sold originally, somebody wrote on her face. Also up here, you can see these are paper and these are the little bows. One of them is missing the insert because it is perforated, and one fell out. You can see that there is some separation. So I would say probably in its future, that part might fall off, but I will do my best to make sure it gets shipped to you, that it doesn't. It's attached right now, but I just want you guys to see that you might have to readhere that, especially seeing that I'm sure you guys are not only wanting this for the great vintage toy, but also the package itself. So this is made by Wolverine, and if you guys know Wolverine, they made a lot of tin toys from back in the day. So in here, you are going to get, it is the little sweetheart ironing set. So you're getting this whole little ironing set, and I think this is 1940s. It might even be earlier. You're getting the little tin iron in there, new, because it's never been out of the pack. You're getting the original wash line. I know, Jamie, we were all joking about her. Doggone it now, guys. She did a little jail time. She was up in, she was up in the state pen for a while. She did ironing for the whole entire, the entire
She's
prison.
Hardcore, so, Jason. Hardcore.
I mean, she did her part. Now she's free, so we still got to love her. So I think she's just a really neat piece. You get the original wash line. You get the original wooden hangers. And this is where it even gets better. She also is a paper doll.
Oh,
so you're getting a whole entire toy just for the start of $15, new old stock, never used. She's a little paper doll here on the back. So if you guys wanted to scan that, even with it falling apart, you guys could cut it apart and use it. And then you're going to get the whole tin toy. So I just think this is adorable, especially, if you guys love the new old stock. How great would this look in your laundry room? Like what Amie does when she decorates. I think that's cool.
It's really cool.
I think it would look good in your laundry room. So I measured, let me get my measurements here. I measured the packaging. So the packaging is about 7 inches tall by about 7.5 inches wide. So again, let me get in here on her face. Yes. And maybe there's some modern way of getting that off, but I feel like that's, if it was a wax pencil, I would have tried, but I think they used like a vintage Sharpie back in the day to mark that at $1.39. But remember, guys, this was supposed to be played with. And then I know it's hard to see, but inside there's a very deco looking tin iron. So it's a little tin toy iron that you could put with your dolls if you open this. So that's in there and has never been played with. There seems to be like a little loose piece of cardboard in there. I think that's one of the pieces that holds the iron in, and it's sort of disintegrated. There's what the bottom looks like, so you can see how clean the bottom part of the tin iron is. And then you're also getting the paper doll here on the back. So we're in with Tammy right now at 15. Thank you so much. We're going to count her down. If anyone's interested, throw in a bid, and just in case for active bidders. And I don't want to stop, but remember, that's starting to separate. So we'll get it shipped to you, but in the future, you might have to use a little glue to readhere it. I know the packaging is so cool. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Glowy Girl, I know this is definitely up Glowy Girl's alley. I think it's up a lot of our collecting alleys, if I do say so.
My laundry room shelves are full because it's really cool.
I mean, if y'all do the reds, the greens, the vintage, all right, there's the bid end. So Tammy, you didn't need it. It's yours. And another bit of housekeeping. Deborah, you will get the little cat for $17. Thank you so much for claiming that. The other one will come back at the recap. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, $16, Jason.
You got it.
All right, I do have some salt and pepper shakers tonight. One of two pairs. The first pair tonight are these awesome pink butterflies. These are another find from Pittsburgh. I bought a lot of Pittsburgh stuff tonight, but these were, I'm trying to think. These were at the last place that we went, Rave, I think it was called.
Yep. Yep.
And I saw these sitting on like a table with some kind of fancy dinnerware. I have not seen these before. Jason, have you seen these before?
I have seen them once before. They are difficult to find, and I only found one of them. And I believe that when I found the one, I think it had a Lefton sticker on it.
Okay. So they do have cork bottoms. Okay. So makes me think that they are 1950s era with the cork bottoms there, marked Japan. And I also suspected that they were Lefton as well because of the Lefton bee line series that they did of the little flowers and the tiny little bee ceramics. They're painted very nicely. There's great detail, all of the little legs and the little antenna of the butterfly. They're just really, really nice. There's no chips that I could find on them. There is crazing present in the glaze. And where they put the holes is on the back side of the green. So there's 3 and 4 holes, but really, really nice detail. I don't know. These are just so different. And the fact that there's no chips on the wings at all is pretty amazing. And then they're just perched on these pretty little yellow flowers. I couldn't really find a pair that had like an actual manufacturer sticker or an original box or anything like that. But like Jason said, my suspicions lean toward Lefton as well for these. Very high quality ceramic either way. So measurement for these guys is 4 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. I think they're really nice.
I love these for spring. These look so good. I love mixing butterflies in with my Easter and my spring decor.
Me too. And I brought these tonight because they kind of went with my forest fantasy with all of the pixies and butterfly fairies and all of that sort of thing. So I think they're pretty fun. All right. So antiques for you, I see you're 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. I'm going to start that countdown. If you're actively bidding, I do encourage you guys to use those just in cases, just to combat the weird lag that we always seem to have. So don't forget to utilize those. All right. We're looking for 23 or more. KB came in with a 22. Antiques for you is at 23. So we're looking for 24 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love these. And like I said, Amy, I only found one. And when I found it, it was completely chipped up.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Gorgeous.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. So Antiques for you had a 26, but KB came in with a just in case of 29. So KB is going to win them for 27. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. And thank you guys for all hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Karen Gillette, for being our bid ender tonight. Please give Enamor Amie a follow. Her YouTube channel, her link is down below in the description. Make sure you're following her over on Instagram, and please follow me on Instagram as well. So speaking of our Pittsburgh trip, I found this, the same place where Amy found her book, and then my little pin cushion. And Amy, I forget the artist who made this. Who was
George Horner.
That's it, because it is actually has the candy on it, and it is Horner's, and I think it's Boy Blue.
Yeah.
Assortment of toffees. So this would be, if I'm assuming correctly, wouldn't it be an English tin? I'm pretty sure this is
an English toffee tin.
That's what I thought. So, and this one is kitsch-tastic and is very collectible. And I found a couple examples that were not in as good of shape as this one. So there is a little bit of wear to it, maybe some slight fading, but in overall good condition. So cute little elephant with his little blankie. If y'all love Dumbo, if you love elephants, this little guy I think would be good for you. Just $20 starting on it. It also has the original toffee label like I showed you. It measures about 6 inches tall, by about 4.5 across. So there's a little bit of wear to the back here, as you guys can see. This was on it when I purchased it. So there's just a little bit of schmutz right here from a sticker. I'm not sure. It was a different kind of sticker that was on it. I tried to get this open earlier and it didn't want to open. Let me see if I can get it
They're
to open.
usually pretty hard to open.
Yeah, and I didn't want to bend it. It does look like that there's a little in bend right here, like it's bent in just a little bit. So there could be $1 million in here. I don't know because I couldn't get it open. So, maybe the owner would get it and there's $100 bill in there. I don't know. But nonetheless, I know a lot of you guys collect little candy containers. You guys collect little kitschy tins. I thought this little elephant would be great to your addition to add to it. Look how chubby he is in those little suspenders with that little yellow striped shirt. Really, really good. So then I'll show you the sides here. I'm not able to get it open. I don't want to bend it or damage it. I'd rather just sell it and leave it as is. So just $20 if anybody's interested on this great piece of kitsch. I think the ones that I saw were a little higher. These English tins.
When you found this, Jason, I remember telling you that's a harder to find one because I've never personally come across the elephant. These do date to the 1940s, and there's a whole series of cute little animals on candy tins.
Those aren't scratches. Those are little details for his little fur, his little hair, because if you guys know elephants, they have little stubby hair all over. That's little even stubby hair on the top of his head. Super cute, super kitschy. We'll just give it another moment for the lag. There is pink here in the back. So there's pink detailing here in the back. Thank you, Debbie. I see you in at 20. Boy, this lag kind of messes with my mind because we don't want to go too long, but we don't want to end too quick. So we're looking for 21 or more. It is an English toffee tin. It does have that little bend in on the inside. So you can see when I hold it this way, see how it bent in a little bit? I kind of feel like somebody tried to get it open and couldn't. So I don't know if it rusted shut, but honestly, I like the fact that it is shut like that because then it stays together and it does stand up on its own really well. So I don't think that is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. So let's go ahead and count her down. Debbie's in at 20. We are doing just in case for active bidders. Let me tilt it like that to get the glare off. So we'll count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Such a cute, look at that face. If you guys had like a planter or kitschy other little elephant figurines, even put it in a stuffed animal. Could you imagine if you
he looks kind of like Elmer the elephant that Disney did before Dumbo? He kind of looks like Elmer.
Oh, he's so cute. If I was an elephant, that would be me. So, Debbie, he's coming to you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, Amy.
Butterbits the elephant.
This is true.
Wow. All right. $20, Jason.
All right, Amy.
All right. So I do have a micro mosaic pin tonight. Now, I wanted you right off the bat why it's starting at 20. Let's see if we can get it to focus here for you. So there's two. This is an older mosaic as well. There's two of the little triangle sections here that is missing the little tile that would have been in there. I couldn't leave it behind because this is an older style one. You can see the tiles in this are itty bitty, teeny tiny. And I loved the colors in it. Why I paired it with this hanky, it gave me very fall vibes with the colors that are in it. So you guys know that I love to pair the brooches with the vintage hankies, and I knew exactly when I found this one. I did find this one last weekend over the World's Longest Yard Sale. I found four actually together at one time. And I knew exactly when I got home which hanky I was going to pair this with. So the background in the hanky is kind of a really dark navy blue, and then it's got these really gray, kind of burnt orange and green leaves and pine cones that go in it. And it was the same exact colors that were in the micro mosaic brooch. So I'm going to take the brooch off of here so we can really get a look at that a little bit better, and I can describe it to you a little bit better here on the back. So it is marked Italy on the back side. Okay. And it does have the kind of safety pin closure. It looks like a safety pin where it clasps in there on the back side. And the setting in here is kind of a, it's not quite gold tone and it's not quite silver. It's more of a kind of coppery color So hopefully my camera will focus for me. Usually I email a picture of these to Jason, and I did not do that. There we
you
go.
There you
Nice
go,
and
Amie.
focused there. Now you can see those two at the bottom, those two little rectangles. It's not very noticeable because it is dark. I think if it was a lighter metal, it would show up a little bit more, but I don't think, even if you're wearing this, nobody's going to notice that those are actually missing. But those teeniest, tiniest little flowers in the center, and it does have kind of just a beaded border that goes around. It does measure 1.25 in circumference, 1.25 in circumference for the actual brooch. But yeah, the colors in here are orange, red, light blue, dark blue, and a little bit of green. There's not a whole lot of green in here, and white. So those are the colors that are in that. I really like these. I love finding these now. Jason had found, I think the first time I'd seen one, Jason had it for sale, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. I've never seen anything like that, and I'd never seen anything. But now that I'm finding them, I'm really having a fun time looking for them in different shapes and things. So Marion, I see you're 25. Thank you so much. So you guys are getting the brooch and the hanky together. Jody loves history, glass, and cats is at 29. So we're looking for 30 or more. I'm going to count this down, you guys. Don't forget those just in cases if you're actively bidding. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, Beth. There's some videos on how, I mean, they still make these now. And like how they make the tiles for these, they use a hammer and a tiny, I have no idea how they would do that. It's just so much patience and time goes into making these. All right, there's the bid in from Karen. Thank you so much. So Jody had a 29, but Fish Mom came in with a just in case of 31. So Fish Mom's going to take it for 30. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Gang, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight during Fantastic Finds. Please make sure you've given us both a subscription. Amy's links to her channel are down below. Please consider giving me a subscription here. You're on my channel. Follow us both over on Instagram. And gang, let me tell you this next item I'm excited to offer. It isn't often that I find these in just the right condition to offer. So if you guys love something and you want something that's an antique, I believe this is an old ironstone, and I believe that this is a child's bowl. So, of course, you can see the alphabet all the way around. Now, a lot of times, a lot of this, almost dropped it. I got it. Usually all this is worn away. So there is a little bit of wear right here, but you have to remember that these were here for the kids to hold on to. So it has just the right amount of wear. So imagine the little youngster probably held this bowl there every time while he or she ate out of it. So you can see the stained crazing on it. But that's good crazing, if you guys love good crazing. And on the back, as I show you the front again, the back says D.E. McNoll, East Liverpool. So this is ironstone from England, and I believe this is probably from the 1920s. So this is an antique, and it is that beloved story of the ugly duckling. So this little duck is out of luck if you eat all of the luncheon. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Adorable? And you can see there is some staining and some crazing, but folks that come in my shop and collect these child bowls and plates and pieces of this era, this is good for them. This is what they want. You don't want one that's in really, pristine, bright white condition. You want one that has wear like this because it's the patina that gives this the right look. So, and I have never found anything this old that had to do with the ugly duckling story, which I think we all know and love. And again, a lot of times the alphabet is completely missing on these. This one is in really good condition, and that is in like a blue, almost like a navy style blue. Again, I'll get in close. You can see the gorgeous crazing on this. This is a transfer. So all of that was transferred on here, and then it was glazed on top. And this was in fashion. I mean, they made these clear up through the 1960s in this heavy porcelain, but these earlier ones are really, really collectible. So let me give you a size on it. The diameter of the whole plate is roughly just about, if I can find my measurements, it's about 7.5 inches. So it's about 7.5 inches completely around. I don't know if our chat froze because the last thing I see is Fish Mom at thank you. Maybe nobody's interested, or somebody could just do something to bump our chat, see if it moves. Again, this is an antique. It is an antique child's bowl, which this would have been used for them to have their meals out of. And you can see there is the insignia on the back. All right,
Karen.
Thank you so much. I just got nervous there for a second with the way the chat's been working. Thank you guys so much for testing that. And again, this is early English China, and maybe no one's interested. That's okay. We'll just give it another moment for the lag. You can see the where is. Thank you, Lucinda. We see all you guys. Thank you so much for getting the chat moving again. And again, it is this adorable little ugly duckling. I think this would be so great in a plate stand if you guys do nursery rhymes, if you guys love different childhood things, about, little baby toys. I know people collect the baby toys or the different things that have to do with little child toys and stuff. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I was nervous that the chat froze on us, Amie. I thought, oh boy.
Well, it did on Monday for a second. So
we're not even in it this far and we're already having issues. So again, $20 if anybody's interested. It is an antique. You can collect other different nursery rhymes. These are getting harder to find, but if there's no interest, we can bring this back during the recap, and we're going to get Amie going. All right, Miss Amie.
All right. 16, Jason.
You got it.
All right. So this is something a little bit different than I typically will pick up. I apologize for the glare right away from all of my dang lights that are on up here. But this was something that I picked up also in Pittsburgh. And actually at the same place. These guys are coming on my next round. I have 2 of the little butterfly girl pixies, but I thought that they paired really nicely together. So when I saw this print, I immediately thought, wow, that is really cool. It's different. So it is a flower fairy, and it is German. So I know I'm not probably going to get that to focus. Well, maybe it is. Very small wording and signatures down at the bottom. So what it says is Deck Vogel und Glückskind. So translated, that means lucky and unlucky. And from what I can gather, this is kind of a depiction of something out of a German fairy tale book. Can you see the tiny, tiny little deer that's poking out behind his pants? So bleeding hearts in here. So I did take this out of the frame only because I couldn't tell if this was an actual illustration or if it was a print. And so I did take it out of the frame just to look and see what was going on in there, because I couldn't tell if these were actual, like with pencil signed, or if it was a print. So it is a print. It is not an original piece of artwork. It is a print of somebody's original artwork. But I thought it was really, really interesting. Lots of great detail in here. And it is a wood frame. It's been in here for quite a while. And there's no hanger on here, but I did test it. It will hang on a nail just fine. I tested it in my bathroom earlier today, and it will hang just fine. So the frame itself measures 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. And the artwork in here, it is on a piece of thicker cardstock that is in here. And it's kind of like an off-white color. It does have kind of an interesting edging all the way around to it. So the actual art in here measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so that's it. So it's lucky and unlucky. So it's a very interesting storybook. There's lots of different variations of it. I couldn't find this particular image. I did try and do research several different times to see if I could find it, and I could not. So I just thought it paired really well with the kind of woodland fantasy kind of thing. So Cheryl, I see you're 17. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 18 or more. I'm going to start a countdown on this. Don't forget those just in cases, ladies. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
This would even look great with that book you sold earlier. To do a cute little display with, put that on an easel with this in the back. So
and good. Bill did confirm that those are bleeding heart flowers.
Oh, Okay.
in the picture. I asked him.
Yeah.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Cheryl had a 17, but Lizzie came in with a just in case of 27. So Lizzie's going to take it for 18. Congratulations, Lizzie. Thank you so much.
Again, thank you to all our mods assisting us tonight. Karen Gillette, thank you for the bid ends. Holly, thank you for dropping those links. And Deanna, thank you for assisting as well. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My next item is going to start at $15. I think this is unique. I'd never seen one before. I know that American Bisque in the 1940s and in the 1950s, they made a lot of Disney figures. So this, I believe, is made by American Bisque. It is Snow White. She doesn't have her 7 dwarfs because I don't think they made them. But the little slot, which it's neat because it's like she has a pocket, is the little coin slot. She's a little bank. So she's in really good condition. This would have been one of those fill them up and smash banks. Nobody did that to her. They probably used her as a figurine. The only condition issue, and I've seen this on American Bisque before, is I don't believe that's a chip on her hair. I believe that's a glaze pop. So sometimes there was extra, pottery underneath. It would get glazed, and then over the years it would pop and fall off. So that could be easily touched up, but I would leave it as is. So I think she's a really unique piece of Disney. Plus, if you guys collect banks, I think she's also a great little figurine. So she measures about 6.5 inches tall by about 4 inches wide. So I'll get in here close on her face. I love the way this is done. It's very California pottery style. It's that very 1940s pottery. There's no damage at all to her arms. You can see she has her blue top on. She's got her gorgeous yellow, buttery yellow dress. We'll spin her around. There's no major crazing. I did find some of these online. They were asking a lot more than what I was starting at. So I felt that she would be a great starter piece if you guys, were into Disney, collecting Disney, if you were into storybooks and Snow White. Thank you, Brenda, for your 15. So we're looking for 16 or more. And again, what I do is for the nieces, I give the nieces a bank, especially a vintage bank. And then every time I see them, so you could do this with grandkids, children of your own, you give them like a 50-cent piece, which will fit in there. They could fill her up. Now, this one, granted, it doesn't have the stopper, so she might have to be damaged to take it out. Or, it could be a game. They could sit there all day trying to fish those coins out. But nonetheless, she's in really good condition with no chips, no cracks, just that little glaze pop. And I actually believe that's in the manufacturing of it right here. I don't believe that is like a chip. I've seen that before, especially they made the little Dumbo creamers, if you guys are familiar with. Thank you, Brenda, for the 17. I see Lizzie at 18. Brenda's in at 20. And then we had Daisy Girl in at 20. But to break that, Daisy, you'd have to come in at 21. So we're at 20 on the bank. If you guys are familiar with those pieces, they also did a Donald Duck picture. Sometimes I've seen that same little pop on them as well. So I'm going to count her down. We're looking for 21 or more, just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This, I think, is a great mid-century collectible. I think it's also borderline kitsch. I think it just looks really neat. And it'd be a great gift or an addition to that Disney lover, because these you don't see that often. So there's our bid end. Daisy Girl, your 23 did come after the bid end. And then we had Brenda at 22. So Brenda, congratulations. Snow White's coming to you for $22. Thank you all for your interest. All right, Amy.
All right, 28 on choice, Jason.
You got it.
All right. So I did give a sneak peek of these already. I have 2 of the awesome little girl butterfly pixies. These are made by Maruri, Maruri. They do have their stamp, and they were originally 29 cents on the bottom. So these are a little bit harder to find. I will say, I had one of these maybe a couple months ago. I can't remember which color I had, but there's 6 different poses for these little girl butterflies. So we have this one here that has the yellow dress, the purple kerchief and shoes. And this one is dressed in green with the little pink kerchief and shoes. And I love these so much. They're just, I don't know. They just make me happy looking at their little faces. I love the movement in these, and the wings definitely would go good with other pixies or fairies if you collect those kind of things. These are a little bit harder to come by. I will say, I've only, the other one that I had was the only other one that I had found in many, many years. So they are a little bit harder to come by, but I love them. So this is choice. So there's no chips that I can see on either one of them. There is crazing, however. There is crazing. These do date to the 1940s. So they are a little bit older ceramics. They're not cold painted. They are fired on, so you don't have to worry about any of the paint coming off, but they have so much great detail. I love the sculpts in these. And I think this one's a little bit darker, maybe. The Maruri Japan stamp is a square with a little branch with flowers on it. That is the stamp for Maruri. I know it's hard to say. I sound a little bit ridiculous trying to say it out loud, but I'm not seeing any interest, unless our lag is really terrible and the chat has froze, but I'm not seeing any interest, and that's all right. I will bring these guys back at the recap.
All right. They're amazing. They would look great with your whole theme, with the photos, the picture you had, and everything.
There's the lag.
Okay, hang on here.
All right. I think maybe, I don't know. Do you think we should
let's do a
20-second countdown?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
kind of what I was thinking. I think it's gotten worse since
yeah.
we started. All right. I see Deborah's in at 28, and I see KB also came in at a 29. So we're looking for 30 or more on choice. I am going to count these guys down. And for the lag tonight, we're going to switch to 20-second countdowns just to give you guys a little bit fair of a shot to get any other bids or just in cases in there. All right. We're looking for 30 or more on choice. Again, there's no chips. There is just crazing on both of them. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Didn't you get these in Pittsburgh as well?
I did.
This was our first stop, I thought. I thought it was our first stop.
I have a lot of stuff from Pittsburgh tonight in the stuff. Yes, I do. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. So Deborah had a 32, but KB came in with a just in case of 37. So for 33, KB, let me know if you want yellow or green or both. And if KB doesn't take both, second choice is going to go to Deborah. And I can just watch the chat, Jason, if you want to go ahead and go. Right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Let me get myself over. And welcome, Vintage Show and Tell.
Got it.
Taking them both. Good choice.
Good choice, KB. Thank you so much.
Gotta stick together. All right, guys, $22. And I got to tell you, this is probably my favorite thing that I've found at the market in a long time. I found this on Sunday. Ooh, and we collect chefs, and that's what we put in our kitchen. So this one is hard to give up, but I'm willing to do it because it's not the colors of our kitchen. So it's this great girl. She's a little chef now. Let's see if these two kitsch minds, Amie and mine, can say, because all I have is a blue Japan. Now, I was guessing that she was left in. Who would you guess, Amie? And I know you need to see the eyes.
Well, based on the gold speckling, I would say Napco.
Okay.
But I've never seen this before, so
I found one example of it, and somebody had it listed as the nursery rhyme. It's not. It's not.
She's frying an egg. I have missed that nursery rhyme.
I know. I don't know, but it could be. What was the egg ran away with the spoon? Ended up in the
that's
skillet.
A stretch. I don't think so.
Very good condition. She's in this cute little butter yellow dress with those blue polka dots. She's frying an egg over top a potbelly stove. How much more kitschier can you get? With her little chef cap, there's absolutely no damage to her at all. The pigtails are in good condition. Look at the yellow bows in those pigtails, along with the great details on her mouth. Her mouth paint, that red cold paint, or should I say her lips, her mouth paint. The lips on her are in really good condition. I don't know that she was used as a planter. There is a little bit of dirt down there in the bottom. And then on the back, you can see there's no hairlines. There's no chips, no cracks. Thank you, Aunt Kiki. I see you're 22. Again, the only thing I have to go on is the Japan on the bottom. And I feel like somebody at one point had glued something on here, like a cardboard or something. And now it's maybe they even had like the felt on the bottom, like we find on like the bookends, but it is long since gone. It doesn't, affect with the issue at all. And there's no issues for it to sitting. It doesn't give it any problems. These are great planters to use. This would be great to use in the kitchen as long as you lightly put utensils in there. You don't have to use it for a plant, although I'm under contract with Garden Guy Bill since we work together. Planters should have plants in them, especially live plants. But since Bill's not here, I can tell you that you guys, what I would use this for, how great would this be for your picnics? To throw some plastic spoon and forks in there and bring this out to the outside picnic table. Even maybe put napkins in her. You could definitely use her as a napkin holder. Great for everyday use in your kitchen. And it is, like I said, a little potbelly stove. She is frying an egg right there. Super kitschy. The only thing that would make this planter better is if the potbelly stove was like a 1950s Kenmore baby blue, stove in front of her. But they gave her a potbelly stove, and that's okay. So she measures about 5.5 inches tall. So 5.5 inches tall. She's a nice size. And then she's about 4.5 inches across. So again, there's no chips. There's no cracks. Even the cold paint is in really good condition. If you guys can see there on the eyes, she does have blue eyes. I do. You could stick a couple air plants in that steel. Absolutely.
Wooden spoon holder. That's a good idea, Karen.
See, that's what I was thinking. I mean, how great would this be on your kitchen counter? You guys could even put your recipe cards in there if you wanted to, use it as a recipe card holder. So many. And actually, the person that I bought this from, they actually said that it was very sentimental that they had it in their kitchen for years. So again, like I said, we put chefs in our kitchen. I think she would be a great addition if you guys do pinups, if you guys do, like the 1950s, like Donna Reed kind of girls. This would be great in your kitchen along with chefs. So we're still at 22. We're looking for 23 or more on this great Relpo. Did you say Relpo or Relco? Relpo.
I said Napco.
You said Napco. I said tomato. You said tomato. So we suspect it's Napco.
Let's call the whole thing off, Jason.
All right, Amy, let's count this down. 23 or more, just in case if you're an active bidder. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you guys looked up kitschy kitchen planters, and that was a tongue twister in the dictionary, I'm sure you would see this planter up front and center. I just love it. So cute. Especially if y'all have a yellow kitchen. All right, there's the bid end. Thank you, Karen Gillette. And it looks like it's going to Aunt Kiki. Thank you so much. And Aunt Kiki, I know that you've bought from others in the community before. Congratulations. I think that was your first purchase from Mother Tuckers. Thank you. If you could just email me and we'll get you invoiced. So Kiki, if you could just send me your info. I don't know that we have it. And we'll get it invoiced and shipped out to you. All right, Amy.
All right, 24, Jason.
You got it.
All right, so this is not a Pittsburgh find. This is a world's longest yard sale find. I was super happy. This was like a late in the day find.
Right.
I couldn't believe this was there. So it is a music box, and it has a cute little fawn, and it has a little bunny that's sitting on a log with some little mushrooms. It does work. I will wind it once I'm done showing you a little bit of condition. So there is some paint loss on the back of the deer. I didn't think that it took away from it super much. And there's a little bit of paint loss at the top of the ear there. I couldn't leave it, of course, leave no deer behind.
Right.
And there's not any repairs. I couldn't really find any flea bites. It's just a few spots of paint loss. But really cute detailing on here. I just love it. And again, I do not know the maker of this one. Typically on the bottom of the plate where it attaches to the music box is where there's usually a manufacturer. I don't see any kind of sticker in here. I did try and research this one. I had not seen this one before. I have come across lots of deer music boxes in my time, but I have not seen this one before, so I'm really not 100% sure on the maker. It doesn't really give me any specific vibes on it either. But I do think that it is definitely a mid-century piece. I don't think it's later than 60s. There is the bottom there. It has the little feet, and I'll wind it up for you. It does play the Talk to the Animals song from Dr. Dolittle.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, Amy.
Yeah. So it works really good. Turns and everything like that.
I feel like that bunny is spilling the tea to that deer and giving
They're
him.
definitely sharing some forest secrets. That's
yeah.
definitely what's going on there.
Oh, yeah.
And Bunny looks like he might be giggling a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
He's talking some smack.
He is. He definitely is. They're probably talking about the skunks in the forest.
True. How
Probably.
bad they stink. They're a bunch of stinkers. Yeah.
So I just like this, especially if you like the forest critters like I do. I definitely like that. So how it's just going to chime along as I talk about it. But how I like to pack the music boxes, I make sure that they're done doing what their business. And I will put paper around in here so it won't spin or anything while it's packaged before I bubble wrap it. If you guys have got any ceramics from me, you know all these little crevices and points and everything will be covered with paper and made into a shape to where nothing is going to be exposed. Jason knows what I'm talking about. I take very good care in packaging my ceramics. So measurement for this, before I count it down, it's 6.5 by 4 1/4. All right. So Nikki, hello, Nikki, is in at 24. Thank you so much. We're going to count this down. Don't forget a just in case, Nikki, just in case somebody else sneaks in there, I would put one in because the lag is pretty bad tonight. So we're looking for 25 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
So good. So good. With the mushrooms, the bunny, the deer. It's a trifecta, Amy. It's trifecta.
Got it all. It's got it all going on. Yep. All right. Well, I haven't seen the bid end come in yet. And there it is. Thank you so much, Karen. So Steel Whisper had a 26. Shannon came in with a just in case of 28, but Nikki came in with a just in case of 45. So for 29, Nikki, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. I know that this next item is going to be a hit in the community because I know that we all love ourselves some Cupies. So I have one of the webbed hand Cupies, but I have a large naked.
That's a big one.
I got me a big one. And you know what makes this one even better, starting at $15? It's the older one that's made in Japan. It's not a Taiwan, or I should say not a Hong Kong, because usually they're Hong Kong. This one is the older one made in Japan. Look at those eyes. The eyes are in really good condition. I know. Unique wings style on the back of this. I've never seen that before on the back of one of these.
Huh. I haven't either.
I don't know. I don't know if it would. I don't believe it had real wings. I don't believe it had anything in. I tried to do some research, but usually when you see these online, they don't show a lot of the back, believe it or not.
That's true.
It can get it. It is stamped made in Japan right there, which makes this one a little bit older. She does stand on her own and she does move. So you can move the legs. They are kind of stiff. So I don't know. I think she spent a life standing. So you can move the legs. So she sits attached with it. I don't know.
Wings, maybe. Huh, I don't know. I've never seen any that had like detachable wings.
Me neither. And I have to say that very seldom do I find any that are made in Japan. So yeah, I was really anxious and happy to bring this one, especially if you guys collect them, because I know the ones in Hong Kong are good, But these ones that are Japan, I think are just a little, the quality of them is just a touch above with the painting of the eyes, with the harder plastic. The only mark I could find is that right there, and maybe a magic eraser could take that off. Maybe a little bit of wear to the hair, but she is super cute, large, and in charge with the webbed hands. We love ourselves some kitschy webbed hands. She's like,
how tall is she, Jason?
Oh, I didn't give the measurement. She's 12 and a half inches tall. She's
that's
12 and a half inches tall. So if you guys collect Cupies, you guys know, or maybe you don't, these larger ones do not come around that often. I think they have a size that's 1 or 2 sizes bigger, but I have to tell you that when it comes to these Cupies, she's probably the largest one I've ever found for resale. Usually they're the ones, you know, that are about yay big. So again, the arms move on her, the legs move on her. I love these chubby little legs. She's so cute. Here's her feet, the underside of her feet. Again, she's in really good condition. I'm not sure what's going on here. I really did some research to try to figure out what was going on here. And a lot of folks who sell these, they just do a close-up of what's embossed. They don't show what's here. So thank you.
Usually the wings are like molded into the...
Yeah. I know. They're like, and sometimes they're so molded in, you can barely even tell they're wings. They look like shoulder blades on them. But I don't know what's going on here. But she's still super cute. She's in really good condition. She'd be great if you guys wanted to dress her up. If you guys wanted to, you know, dress her up for the holidays. If you guys wanted to give her as a gift, or even a good way to start your Cupie collection. So we're with Jill at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. She is 12 and a half inches tall. Made in Japan. She is a hard rubber. She's like a rubber plastic. She does have some flexibility. You can see I'm squeezing a little bit. And then, of course, that chubby little office butt that she's got going on there. She is, Holly, the baby is definitely adorable.
She just wants a big old hug.
She does. She's just like, Amie, love me.
They do. I love you.
I don't know what to do with my hands, Amie. I don't know what to do with my hands. So, all right. Let's go ahead and count her down. Like, she's the one that like walks in front of the news anchor. You know what I mean? Like they're giving the news. And she's just like, whoop, oh, got to keep going. So Jill, I see you at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. Guys, I am just going to say, use it just in case. If you know, that way if somebody comes in, you don't lose the opportunity to win the item. So that's what the just in case is there for, if you want to use it. So Holly, I see you in at 16. Holly couldn't resist. So 17 or more and the cute little baby. Guys, use those just in cases if you have your heart set on it. These large ones don't come around that often. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, 12 and a half inches tall of Cupie goodness right here. I'm Cupie goodness, baby. I got Bill. I got my webbed hands. High five. High five.
I have a naked Cupie behind me that I need to find an outfit for.
I know. And you know what? Can I just tell you, I feel so weird selling a naked baby online, but you know what? Other people do it, so why not? So Holly, I saw you at 16. Jill, you had the just in case of 20. So Jill, $17. Naked baby's coming to you. Oh, thank God it's warm. She'll get dressed before it's cold.
All right, $40, Jason.
All right.
This is my most expensive item of the evening. And actually not really, because that just makes the tiny little pixies $10 a piece. So these are actually bone china miniatures. 2 of them have the little bone china stickers on the back. These 2 have the little bone china. No chips, nothing funky with these guys. I think they're darling cute. You know, sometimes I talk about when I run across something and I let out a squeal, an audible squeal. That was these when I found these. I can't remember. I got these at an antique store maybe a couple months ago. But they're so cute. They're all doing like a little bit different pose there. I really like this guy's taken his little Pixie senior photos. This guy's just hanging out in the park. This guy sees a little girl pixie that he's waving at, trying to flirt with. And the other one is just crawling toward the cookie jar. I think that's what's going on with all of them, but they're all just dressed in green. They all have a little pop of brown hair poking out of their little hats, and I'll turn them around so you can see the backside. There they are, and you can see the two that have the stickers present still on the back. So they are miniature. They're just little guys. I think these are probably the smallest pixies that I have found. And they all measure between 1 3/4 and 1 3/4, depending on their pose. They might be a little bit more or a little bit less, but really, really cute.
I love these, and I'll tell you, they come in red, don't they, Amie? I had
yes,
a red.
They do. There is a red set as well. Yep.
Imagine if you had the red set and then you did every other. How great that would look
for Christmas time. I have come across one of these before, and I believe it was this one here that I have come across just singly, but not the entire set. So I think they're pretty fabulous. Again, there's no chips, there's no repairs, nothing funky going on with these guys. They're in excellent condition. Right now I see Trina was in at 40 and Lizzie's in at 43. So we're looking for 44 or more. We still do have a few rounds to get to tonight. So I am going to count these guys down. If you're interested, now would be the time to put in any kind of bid. And ladies, I do encourage you to put in those just in cases. All right. We're looking for 44 or more on the set. This is not for choice. This is for the entire set of 4. We're looking for 44 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
He was drinking a little before you got started.
Yeah. It's all that waving. I do think that they have pants on underneath their little pixie suits. I don't think that they're...
My baby is naked.
I think they're bold pixies. I think they got tights on. All right. Karen, thank you so much for the bid end. So Caroline Thomas, I saw your 44. Trina had a just in case of 55, but Lizzie came in with a just in case of 59 right before the bid end. So Lizzie, these are coming to you for 56. Congratulations. Thank you so, so much.
Karen Gillette, thank you so much for assisting us. And please make sure you're subscribing to her husband, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Karen, if you could drop your husband's link in there, hopefully we can get him some more subscribers. We'd love that. We want to get him to 1,000 as soon as possible. So follow Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. So, all right, guys, $15. And I know we all love ourselves some chalkware. So I found this little naked baby. He or they are in very good condition. I believe, I've had one of these before. I believe these were supposed to be door stops. I couldn't imagine using it as a door stop. I normally have found these in the same sculpt that they would hang on the wall. You know, they did these baby kind of Gerber baby style that would hang on the wall kind of prior to Miller Studio.
Do you think it's heavy enough to be a bookend too?
It could be, Amie. It very easily could be. You could use it as a one-sided bookend. I'm not quite sure what they did the indent here for. I mean, it could be used for all sorts of things, but it is not chipped up. It does not have any paint loss. There's no repairs to it. It's in really good condition. It even has that gray. It is a naked baby theme. Like it just happened. A whole bunch of naked babies showed up, and I said, "All right, guys, we got to get you out of here. No more naked kids. No more naked kids at the Tucker Ranch. Get out of here." So you can see it has plenty of its funky, chunky mica glitter on there. We love it. Maybe a little pop back there by the back leg, but that's in a manufacturing defect. The airbrushing on this is so good. They came in different hair colors. They came in the blonde, and I found them in brunette. This one is a cute little blonde. $15 to start you in your chalkware collection. I think these are getting even harder to find, especially the little babies. Is this an advertising piece? I don't know. It could be. I know, Tracy, that Gerber used to use these. It very well could be an advertising piece. There's no names on it, though. I did a Google search, and everything I found, folks nowadays are calling him different things. They kept calling him a doorstop. I don't believe that you could, but I don't know that you'd want to be banging him up against the door. So very easily could be an advertising piece. Could be. I think he I think he did, Gavin. I think you're right. I think he was Mr. 1968. So if you guys love yourself some baby figurines for your collection, this little guy is going to look great. And actually, with the little insert here, if you had some way of putting a little light, I think, in front of him, that might look good as well. He would just look great on a shelf. If you know somebody who's expecting, it would make a great, baby shower gift. Especially folks love the Chalkware. There's some heavy, collectors that collect this. He measures about 5¼ inches tall by about 6½ inches across. So if you guys love Cupies, if you guys love the little babies, add these to your little storybooks. You could sit a nice golden book up behind him. He is just in really, really good condition. Let me get in on his face, those blue eyes. I don't know, Tracy, now you have me thinking I should have done a little more research to see what advertising he could be. I know that a lot of these babies were for Gerber, and then they also used them to advertise baby clothing and things like that. Some of the company names are escaping me at the moment. But again, he is a flat back. He's flat on the back. Because it could be. I mean, he's just actually, when I sourced him along with a Chalkware mermaid. So, and of course, Tina's keeping the mermaid for her collection. I had a feeling, I suspected when I got them together that they were carnival prizes, but it does not mean, because they use these for all sorts of things. Like that would look great if you guys did, an advertising display. If you guys, because I know some folks come in my shop, they collect, baby clothing. They collect little Gerber baby food bottles. Like if you had that sort of a collection and used him. And he would also be great if you guys collected, golden books. Like Amie was saying, he would make a great one-sided, book holder. You could use him as a stand to hold your books. But if there's no interest, that's okay. We can bring him back during the recap. Just $15 on the little Chalkware baby, in very good condition, no chips, no cracks. I'll give you the measurements again, and then we'll put it to the side. 5¼ by 6½. But no interest on my naked little guy, and we can bring him back during the recap. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, $16, Jason.
You got it.
Okay. So I have another pair of salt and pepper shakers up next. And I found these last weekend, and they're just cute little birds. I think that they're like based on the coloring on the back, they almost seem like they're a cross between a blue jay and a blue bird. But I really liked their expressions and that they were in different little poses. I had not seen these before. They do not have stoppers on the bottom, and no chips that I could find, but there is overall crazing on them. And they have this kind of interesting purple crazing on the bottom. I'm not sure what's going on there. But it is I tried to clean that and it doesn't come off. So I think maybe they sat a while on something or in something. But you can see the purple crazing. Actually, it's kind of cool there on the bottom. And both of them are marked Japan. So we've got 5 holes and 3 holes there on the top. Jason, have you seen these before?
No, I haven't. I have never seen these before, nor have I had the option to.
Yeah.
I
definitely think they're an older pair of shakers. I do believe these are probably 1940s shakers based on how they are glazed and how they're painted and the crazing that's present on them. They probably had cork stoppers there on the bottom, but there's no chips. They're really good condition besides the crazing, which I don't really think affects them that much at all. But I love the one that's flapping. I really, really like him. And they have cute little orange eyes painted on them. I thought they were darling cute. So 3 by 3 is the measurement for these guys. And these guys, this one has this little feetsies up in the air. Little birdie feet. Very cute. Yes, lots of personality. Absolutely. Yes. All right. So I see Carol Glowy Girl is in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. I'm going to count these guys down. We're looking for 17, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tweet, tweet, bid end. I don't have any cats tonight. So can't go meow, meow. I don't have any cats. All right. I saw Sandra was in at 17 and Glowy Girl came back in at 18 right before the bid end. So Glowy Girl, these are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right. I know Amy said earlier in the sale that we had all offer up. I'm going to change my mind on one. So we're going to do a quick claim on this one. So I'm going to describe it to you guys. I'm going to give you a price. And the way we're going to do this one is that each person is going to be offered one. So I have 3 identical items. So each person is going to be offered one. So just because you're the first one to get in doesn't mean you can take all 3. You're only going to be able to take one. So I want to share these around because I think these are really fun, funny, and unique. So I have paper dolls. These are original. So I have 3 identical with the envelope that they came in to whomever this was. So I have 3 identical. So they've never been cut out. They've never been used. So like I said, they're all the same. They're all in the same condition. So this is Betsy McCall. So if you guys aren't familiar with Betsy McCall, she used to do dress designs. So you could buy the designs, make them yourself. She was very, very popular back in the day. So if you Google Betsy McCall, you will see that. So this was an advertisement for her that was a giveaway. So you would, ask to, I don't know, if you could have mailed in from a catalog, from a magazine. I'm not sure how you got these, but these all of them are the same. Like I said, they are printed in the USA and they are all copyrighted 1955. So if that wants to focus, it does say copyrighted 1955. So on this side, it says, this is Betsy McCall. Her cousin's Barbara. Okay. So there's her cousin Barbara. There's Barbara. Okay. So then she has a cousin Barbara. She has a cousin Linda. So you have Linda up top there. Hello, Linda. How are you, Linda? So then you have also, because this is Betsy here. Right here's Betsy, okay?
There's a Betsy McCall doll, too.
Yes, they did. They made dolls. She made all sorts of things. So the other cousin is Sandy. Sandy McCall. They are your paper doll friends. Cut them out and look in McCall's magazine every month for new clothes for them. So that answered what I was saying, is that they're each month there would have been another piece. Now look at Sandy. Sandy's wearing some interesting kind of underwear. Look at Sandy. Now Sandy's the boy. Sandy's spelt like a girl, but wearing some very interesting underoos, which I think is fun and funny.
They look kind of leopard print to me.
They kind of do look leopard print. And there is his attire and there's everybody else's attires. And then they have Mr. Nosy the dog. How much more kitschier in mid-century can you get than that dog? So Nosy. So was Beth's birth year. So I have 3 of these, Sandy in the leopard print underpants, which I find that hysterical, okay? With an envelope, so you're going to get an envelope. So I have 3 of them. They're going to be $10 each. They're just going to be $10 each, which I think, I couldn't find any examples of these online. So I'm sure there's not a lot of these around. $10 each. The first 3 people that put in the letter B for Betsy is going to get one of these paper dolls. So I have 3 of them. Here we go. And that answered my question. Each one of them came from the Modern Homemaker McCall's magazine. All right. So in the order that I see getting these, MJ Bear is going to get one for $10. Chat jumped on me. Then we got Vicky, who's going to get one for $10. And Deborah Williams is going to get one for $10. Leslie, you came right in after Jan, everybody else. Thank you all for your interest, but it'll be MJ Bear, Vicky, and Deborah. All 3 of you are going to get one for $10 each. Thank you so much. That was fun. That was fun. All right.
All right. 18, Jason.
Got it.
Yep. All right. I think, yes, this is my last deer of the evening. And very stylized little fawn here. So this is made by Shafford, Japan. There is a remnant of the tag here still on the bottom, just a tiny little corner of it. And it is marked Japan also. I love the way that the hooves are crossed in the front. Very stylized little deer. There is actually a whole series of these particular deer with the yellow eyes. I think there's 4 different poses. I've seen 3 of them, but I think there's a 4th one as well that is a little bit harder to come by. But really, really cute. I picked this one up on the way to Pittsburgh. We stopped in this little store. I think it's in Ohio. I think it's right before you go over the border into Pittsburgh. It's a fun little shop called Wizard of Odds,
Gotcha.
which is a play on words. It was a fun little store to stop into. The only reason we stopped in there was because it was the only thing that was open. Some of the stores in Ohio and Pittsburgh, they open super late in the day. And these were the only people that were open. So we stopped in there, and it was a fun little stop because I got a whole bunch of stuff in there. So this was darling cute. Again, I love the fawns. I've never had this one in my personal collection before. And there's also a planter version of this particular deer as well with the little stylized ears. There's no chips on this guy. There's a little bit of crazing. Nothing really super major about him. No chips or any repairs or anything like that. And there is just a little remnant of the Shafford Japan sticker there on the bottom. I'm trying to think of something else. Shafford deer. So it's a teapot sugar bowl creamer with the little deer on the handles and the lid, painted like Rudolph. They made the same kind of material as this guy. And measurement for him, he is a little bit larger of a figurine. He does measure 5 3/4 inches long, his legs outstretched there, and 4 inches to the top of the head. So he is a little bit larger of a figurine. Very, very cute. Pairs really nicely with some other deer or forest critters in your collection. All right, so Sandra, I see you're 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. We're going to count him down. Again, there's no chips, just grazing on him. Pretty good shape. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And he is completely glazed. He doesn't have any cold paint or anything like some of the other Shafford pieces that they made. He is glazed.
I love the face. I love when they do the rounded faces on the deer.
Me too. He would be
cute at Christmas.
Yeah.
I think we just said the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Oh, all right, God. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. All right. Thank you so much, Karen. So Sandra, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
And Karen, Lord, that is a great memory. She was saying about how she couldn't wait till the magazine came out with Betsy in it, and then her and her sisters would do scrapbooking with it and all sorts of things. So the Betsy McCall. So that is an awesome memory. So before I start my next item, thank you all for hanging out with us on a Wednesday night of Fantastic Finds. We're so privileged that you guys share some of your Wednesday night with us, and especially that you hang out and score some fun, kitschy vintage that me and Amie love to offer you guys. So thank you all for hanging out with us tonight on a Wednesday. So before we get started on the dog, there is one issue. There are repairs to the glasses. So I don't think it really takes away from it. I feel like this one is not repaired. I think it's where the seam meets the glasses. So, but this one is separated. So whoever wins this, if you want me to glue that, I can, or it's a simple fix. But at least the cat eye glasses are there. So $15. I know we have some plush loving folks that would love to add this cat eye 1950s plush with a little beret, I'd love to think of this as a little French poodle with a little plaid jacket and the plaid beret to match. The fella I bought this from, he was selling his mother's plush, and he said that he thinks, because his mother told him that when she got this back in the day, that this is real fur. So this would have been I was just
going to say, it looks like real fur to me.
It would have been a very high-end plush stuffed animal back in the day. It would have been sold at a very higher-end department store. Hello, Cindy. How are you? So $15 for this, especially with the real with the real fur. There's no odors. There's no stains. There's no issue. Is a really good start price. Tag is long gone. There's no tag on the plush anymore. So just $15 if somebody's interested in the cute little, especially with these 1950s glasses on. Look at that. And it has these red eyes that I think I think I didn't test if they glow. I think the eyes might be glass. No, the eyes don't glow. I think they might, but I can't get my finger in there to do a good tapping on the glasses because I don't want to damage them anymore. There is a separation right here on the side of the right there. I can glue that for the winner if they want me to. I would like to send it as is. All you got to do is put a little spot of glue there. Great 1950s. If you guys love poodles, if you guys love anything 1950s like the attire, this would be great to just sit on maybe a spare bedroom bed or a seat. You can see the underside. So I do really believe that it is real, which makes this a very high-end plush. So again, you can see that it has blacks and grays and white in the fur. Again, no matting to it, no funky smells. The way it sits, it measures about 11 inches tall. So this cute little poodle measures about 11 inches tall. Again, there's no staining, there's no tears, there's no moth holes in the fabric, as you guys can see. The beret's in really good shape. It even has its little original pom-pom up here on the top. Just a cute, kitschy 1950s style plush. And again, like we were talking about when they used this fur, this real hair or real fur, they would have been a higher end plush. So Vicky, thank you. I see you in at 15. Brad and Cheryl, you guys all came in. So we're looking for 16 or more if anybody's interested.
Jason,
Amy, we got a gnarly lag. Yes.
The ones that I have had that have been made, like you can see the hide underneath the ear. I've had a poodle and I had some other animal, and they were both sheep's wool, what they were made out of.
That makes sense. That really does make sense. I do know, like I said, there's been a fella that I've been able to purchase some plush from that I've been selling here late. It's his mother's collection that she'd collected. And he said that she always told him that this was real fur. So he did believe that this was, and actually had it on the tag when I purchased it from him, that it was real. And it has a good feel to it, which I think that's also what helped it, stand the test of time and look as good and floofy as that. I mean, it looks like a real dog. Like it seriously does. Plus with those eyes.
That is
I do too. Awesome. I do too. And again, I just think a little dab of glue, the fact that the glasses are still there, and it's very attached to the side of the face. So it will make it to you. And from manufacturing, they were glued on. How many, honestly though, guys, when you look at those glasses, you're right, Karen, how many of us had grandparents or pictures of our family members that had those glasses? So just so cute. So thank you all for the interest. Brenda's in at 17. We're looking for 18 or more. Guys, if you're interested, just put in a just in case. That way you get a better chance of winning it to beat that lag. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 18 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Again, thank you, Karen, for being our official mod and bid ender. And this is just a high quality plush that you guys are not going to be disappointed when you get it. When you feel it, it is so soft. No odors, no issues, just a little dab of glue will fix them glasses right up. So there's the bid end. We had Vicky with a just in case of 28, Brenda with a just in case of 25. But Brenda, you were back in with that hard bid of 30. So congratulations before that bid end, Brenda. Woof, woof, coming to you. Thank you so much.
Okay. $12, Jason.
You got it, Amy.
Okay. So this guy, I don't come across foxes super often. So he or she was darling cute. And there's something a little special about this before I show it to you. But cute little foxy face with the little flower crown. Now I'm going to show you the bottom first before I show you the other part of it. So it does have a sticker here on the bottom. I was not 100% familiar with this. I don't think I've ever come across one of these figurines before. So it is designed by Linda K. Powell, and that is the stamping that you see in the ceramic on the bottom. And it's the Cloverleaf collection, and it is from 1980. And that might be why I've never found any more of these figurines, but I did do some research, and there's a whole bunch of different kinds of animals. Now, the little fox has a smirk on its face because a tiny little frog has perched itself on the tip of the fox's tail. Hopefully you can see the little face on the frog there. Let me get my thing so it will focus for you. But the frog is just kind of sitting on the edge of the fox's tail. And they have locked eyes with one another. So the little fox is just kind of smirking with the little frog that's sitting on the end. It's really, really cute. I had never seen this before. So I was happy to be able to come across it. And it's in really good shape. There's no chips on it or anything like that. And it's not high glaze. It's kind of that kind of more satin kind of finish to it. Really, really nice shape. And all the animals in this particular series, if you happen to Google the Cloverleaf Lane collection, very, very cute figurines in this entire series. So I'll keep an eye out for more of these because they're darling cute. Debbie, I see you're 15, and Cheryl, I saw you're 12. Thank you so much. Measurement for this is 3¼ by 2½. 3¼ by 2½. So that's a size there. All right, so Debbie is at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. I'm going to count this down because we still have a couple more rounds to get to tonight, plus your guys' fantastic finds after we're done with the sale tonight. And I think we probably will have a recap at the end as well. Yeah. All right, so let's count this down. Debbie's at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I really just don't see fox, like unless they're the bone china miniatures. I really just don't see fox figurines that much.
He's adorable.
He's really cute. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Debbie, your just in case did come in after the bid end. So Cheryl had a just in case of 21, and that would make it $16. Cheryl, this guy is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, so guys, my next item, bear with me because I'm almost certain that these are all going to fall over on my board, but they're not going to get damaged because of what they're made of. So if you guys love the weird and the kitsch, you're going to get the whole set for $20. Okay, I have these cute little wooden spun head and pipe cleaner.
Oh my God.
I think that these are all little students because I think they're all like supposed to be little school kids. Okay. Now I do in the basement have a kit that you could have bought these back in the day and made these. So you would have had all the little wooden pieces. Then you would have had a whole bunch of the spun heads. And then that's how you would have attached them with the pipe cleaner. And you could have made them into whatever you want. So $20, you're going to get the whole set of 8, and they're all goofy. They're all weird. They're all kitsch-tastic. So I love how this one reminds me like she's a sassy little girl with her leg kicked out. So she's one of them. You're going to get 8 of them. So there's your one. Okay. You're going to get that. Now you're going to get all the other 7. So I know the way they're sitting, they're going to fall, but we're going to slowly lift it up, see what we can do, see if I can show them all to you. So you're going to get the whole little gang of 7, okay? You guys want a weird little back-to-school gang? These little fellas are cool. They're neat. They're dancing. Like, you could do all sorts of little things with them. So there they all are. Let me sit them down, clear my throat here because I got some dust in it. I'll show them to you really quick. I think they're fun. So just for $20, you guys could use these as cake toppers. If you do a back-to-school display, you could do all sorts of things. Give these as gag gifts in the winter. So at Christmas. So you're going to get this little weirdo right here. And again, they all measure just about 3.5 inches tall.
Yeah, I was just going to say the one looks like it has a witch hat on.
It does. It does. And this one here is all shady with the side eye. And this one has a cute little, and I think this one's a little girl. They do have 52 hairdos. So this one has her school book. So again, I believe these were kits. So I'll show them to you in the order. Then this one here, kind of Devo, kind of feeling too with the hair. So, and again, I believe that you were supposed to curl these to look like hair. I think the person that made these thought it was better to have like maybe a 1960s or 50s beehive. So you're going to get that one. And then it gets really unique. Then we have some. Let me find it here. I'll show them all to you. Here's this one. This one has a cat face. It's like a cat face on it. See if we can pull that down.
It does. It has whiskers.
Yeah. So that's
that's a spun cotton head too, isn't it?
Yep. And all of them have the little spun cotton heads. and then they all have these beadwork and they're put together with pipe cleaners. So I had these for a minute and thought they'd be good for back to school. Like this one, look, it's carrying its little chalkboard. Like, hi, I'm going to school. I'm going to school.
Oh my gosh.
1 + 1 is 2, Amie. So, and then that's how they attach them with the little pipe cleaner at the bottom. If you guys love something weird, I'm telling you, these are fun. $20, you're going to get all 8 of them. This one has a hat. I think this is the one Amie saw. He's constipated. He's constipated, Paul. He needs some more. He needs. Constipated Paul. He needs a little more fiber in his diet, and his brim is a little loose. So, his stool isn't as loose as his hat is, but maybe someday he won't be as constipated. So.
Where are the drum emojis, Gavin? Where are they at?
Him's got a little issues in the tum-tum. So you get him, and then finally we're going to round back to this one right here. She has the sweatbands.
I think that's the teacher.
Oh, it could be. Because I think that's supposed to be an eraser in her hand. So I think that's supposed to be.
These remind me of Magpie Ethel so much.
They do. So don't want to take up too much time, but I know we all love our kitschy little weirdos. So you get all 8 just for $20. You could buy them. You could repurpose them. You could craft other things with them. So you're going to get her. She was part of the clan. And then you're going to get the whole group. Les, I see you're 20. I'll highlight it in a minute. And you're going to get all these fun little weirdos to have fun with. Put them in your Christmas display. Do all sorts of different things. I just think they're fun. And I had to save them. And I knew that somebody would appreciate them and get to use them. Look, he's like, I like to balance stuff on my head, kids. Come on, kids. And that's what's so fun with the pipe cleaners. That I almost, when I found them, I thought that it was one of those push toys, where you push the bottom but they do. Like if you had you could even put them on the dash of your car, they'd be bobbing around. Could you imagine that? Head banging. So, all right, we got less in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. You're going to get all 8 of these. I believe they were a kit. Would you calm down? He's just head banging something fierce. So, again, all 8, looking for 21 or more. We are doing just in case. So let's count them down from 15, 14, 13, 12. No, don't do it that well. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Would you get serious, Jason? Would you get serious? Seriously. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Like seriously, you could put I might want him to put
that
on.
That song wasn't even made yet.
It was the predecessor. Dun, dun, dun.
Look on the Water was not made when those were made.
Dun. I'm going to Les's house. Congratulations,
Les. You were going to have to send us a picture to share on the screen what you do with those.
You get
we're all curious.
Les, I'm telling you, I'd sit and just make this be the headbanger. Be like, dun, dun, dun. All right. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, guys. All right, Amie.
Oh, my goodness. All right. $12, Jason.
You got it.
Okay. I have an Acme Japan little bug Pixie that usually we see this guy in this pose on a planter. This is just the freestanding figurine that kind of coordinates with the planter, and I love his big old blue eyes. I just like the simplicity of these guys, made by Acme Japan. He is stamped there on the bottom. I love these guys. They're just simple, simply painted. So the coloring on him is kind of interesting. So he's got kind of a leafy green for his little pants, and kind of a rusty brown for his little waistcoat. And he's got his little bug butt in the air, like he just doesn't care. And he really doesn't. There's no chips to him. There is just a couple little paint rubs on the little back of the shoes, or maybe paint didn't get there in the first place. I don't really feel any texture there. And there maybe is a little, like they didn't quite get that spot painted on the front of his little hairdo there. But there is a whole bunch of just the figurines in different little poses of the bug pixies. And then there's planters as well that kind of match them in different colors and different some of them have a high glaze and some of them are more of this kind of matte finish to them as well. So stretching goals, absolutely. So he measures 3 1/4 by 3. just a little guy. All right, shake it if you got it. Absolutely, Lizzie. All right, Shannon, I see you're 12. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 13 or more. I am going to do the countdown on him because we still have one more round to get to. So we're going to count him down. We're looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And he does date to the 40s. Very reminiscent of Jiminy the Cricket minus the top hat.
Don't they kind of go well with the Acme planters too?
Yeah.
They look really good.
All right, Karen, I see your bid end. Thank you so much. Shannon, you did not need your just in case. This guy's coming your way for 12. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All righty, gang. My next item is going to start at $15. It is on another baby, but this baby has clothing. So I'm going to show you the baby first, made in Japan. It is a wind-up toy. There's only two condition issues. One, when you wind it up, it winds and it moves real slow. Now, I didn't wind it a lot, but I think if you had some way to grease it a little bit, it would work. So it's not overwound, so you can wind it, but then you have to finesse it a little bit to get it to really go. So now it's working, but like, see, so it does work, but I don't think it's been used for a long time. So I think the gears in it are just a little gummed up. So there I clicked it to wind it. So watch, I'll show you guys. I click it to wind it. So to get it going, it doesn't want to do much more after I let go. Okay, there we go. Now she's working. So I would just take her as is, but she does have her bottle. She is intact. There is a little bit of staining back here to the back, which I believe is glue. I believe it's the glue from the factory that started to discolor a little bit. There is a little spot right down here on her little jammies. She is in like a off-white. She does have her original little bonnet, which a lot of times these are missing. And I think some of the discoloration is from all the years of being on the head. So the head, she's had a day. Look at her hair.
She's got some hat hair, that's for sure.
She definitely does, but it's still there. Some of the curls are there. And this is a harder like rubber, plastic kind of head. So that's all intact. She even has her little bottle, pink little bib, as you can see. Did I do a measurement on her? Yeah, she is about 6 inches tall. So she's a little 6-inch tall little baby, made in Japan, so you get her. So just for the $15 alone, I think is a good deal to get her, seeing that it's not locked up and it does technically work. You get this incredible box, which I think the advertising on the box is just as good as her. You know, that alone, I know in my store, somebody could get $15 just for the box. So you're going to get the original box. And it does say that it is the company I have written down. It is made by Modern Toys in Japan. That's their little logo right there, Modern Toys Japan. Box is in really, really good condition all the way around. There's no splitting. So I believe that she just has been in there. And of course, she's the one that has the milk. I think one of them would have had like a bowl that they had or milk. And then there was one that had a rattle. So I think there were 3 variations. And this one is the one with the milk bottle. So the box is in very good condition. I think that she just needs to be used a couple times to loosen it up. So a lot of times these little dolls are so frozen that you can't even get them to move like that. So how great would she look on your shelf with her original box and her intact? So this is 1950s, 1960s. Cute little wind-up toy. The little baby bottle is made of plastic. So you can see it even has the lines on it for measuring. No damage at all. Just a little discoloration to the felt here or there. So $15 if anyone's interested in her. Brenda, let me see. It's coming in on my phone. Man, we got a gnarly lag. So Brenda, I see you at 15. Thank you guys for bearing with us. The lag tonight is just horrible. So we're looking for 16 or more. And again, she does work, but you just got to finesse her a little bit, and she does click, so she's not overwhelmed. I don't know. There we go. So she starts to, and what I would do is, hello, Renee, welcome. What I would do is just let her be, or if you could get in there, there's a little slot in there. If you could shoot a little bit of graphite or a little bit of grease in there, you're taking a risk, though, of staining the felt. But if you really need to have her work, that's what I would do. Me, I think at the price, she's a good little shelf sitter. Just sit the box next to her and put her on display. So we're looking for 17 or more. Japan, little wind-up toy. She is tin on the inside. The body you can feel is metal. Arms and face are like a rubber, like the rubber, pliable rubber or the softer plastic. So let's count her down 18 or more, just in case if you're an active bidder. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're going to get the original box. You can see in really good condition. And from my research, there were 3. Oh, that's right. It was a spoon, a bottle, or a rattle. So this one's the little milk. And if you wanted to collect the other 2, you could. I'm just a baby who drinks my milk.
The box is awesome on that. That's like a whole extra little display element for that.
It is. So thank you all for the bids. Brenda had a 17. Tracy had a 19. You didn't need that just in case. So congratulations, Tracy. Baby's coming to you.
All right. This is our last round, you guys. Yes. All right. $10, Jason.
You got it.
All right. This is a piece coming out of my personal Bambi collection. I have so many Bambi books. I feel like I should maybe share some of them. And this one is awesome. This is an older one. This one is from 1942. That is the copyright in this one. And it does have some wear at the binding in a few spots, as most books from the 40s tend to have a little bit of wear at the corners, but the graphics in this one are fantastic. Here's the inside with all of the cute little forest critters. So cute. And it does have an inscription here. It was gifted in 1943 there on the front. Here is another. I love that. I like the older Bambi illustrations. So there is a combination of black and white and color illustrations in this one, but just iconic kind of graphics and scenes in this one. Very cute. I still cry at this movie. Anybody else? I cannot watch this movie without. Nope, I can't get through it.
I can't. The forest and I
cannot get through it. There's a few Disney movies like that. The Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
Dumbo.
They took you up just to take. I mean, they built you up. You fell in love with them. Then it was the tragedy, and then we all cried, and then they came around in the end.
Yes. So it does have the whole story that goes along through in here. It has the forest fire that goes on in there and all of that. I like this graphic a lot right here at the end. Very, very cute. And there's the ending page. And then we've got some more cute graphics in the back. I love this. This right here, just to pop into a back and put your forest critters around that would be darling cute. And then we've got Thumper on the back here.
Could you imagine wallpapering a wall with that? If you could scan that.
If I ever come across Bambi wallpaper, you know exactly what I'm going to be doing with it. The bathroom is going to get to a Bambi bathroom.
Right. I'm telling
you. Not a mermaid bathroom. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I did go to an estate sale last year, and they had vintage Disney wallpaper from the 40s. And it had all the characters in it. And I remember and they collected Disney stuff too. So they had a lot of really old antique Disney stuff, but the whole bedroom was wallpapered with this fantastic. I think there's a picture of it on my Instagram somewhere, but it was great. All right. Measurement for this book is 7 by 8 1/4. And again, it does have some wear at the binding. It does have a copyright of 1942 on the inside. All right. Emily, I see you're 14. Thank you so much. And Lillian, I saw you're 11 as well. So we're looking for 15 or more. I'm going to start that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
It's not Disney, but you know what movie I cry is E.T. Every
Oh
single
no,
time I
don't
see it,
even
oh,
with
I
that.
can't even.
I can't.
I
No,
can't.
I
When
can't.
he's sick, and I did just get the man home. Get him
I know.
home.
I know. Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh,
Karen, I see your bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So I saw Lisa came in with a 15 and Lily and Belle had a just in case of 18. And Lisa, your 20 did come in after the bid end. So Lillian's going to take it for 16. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
And all our mods, along with Karen Gillette being our bid ender, thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Got one more item here in our last round. It's going to be choice at $15, and it's going to be choice on some kitschy girl figurines. The first one, she is a Joseph original. I thought she would be great to use in the summertime. You can see there is one little nip right there, easily touched up. But what I love is, Amy, look at the way she spelled lemon.
Oh my
Lemonade,
gosh.
2
That's
cents.
cute.
Like how kitschy. And she's one of the older Joseph originals.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it doesn't the C on there's a copyright, but this is one of the older ones.
California.
That's what I thought. I thought the way she stamped, she's an older California one. At one time, I think when she was new, she was either $1.30 or $2.30. She was marked down. So, no matter what, that's your first choice. She's really cute. Look at those eyelashes. Look at the pigtails. She'd go good with the planter I sold earlier. There's the side of her stand. So just $15. And this one has a cute little daisy growing up next to her. So this one measures no chips, no cracks, just a little nip right there that I showed you on the little lemonade stand, Joseph Original, 4 by 2.5, 4 by 2.5. And she's a cute little larger one. Look at the lemon with the little picture.
She's really cute.
I'd never seen her before until I had her to sell. So that's your first choice. Oh, and her dress back here, she's wearing a lavender dress. And then she has just a, she's an apron on that's in baby blue. So baby blue, and she's wearing a lavender dress. I think she's sweet, Beth. And then this other one, now, Amy, the cross, the bows, that is Arnart. That's what I thought. So, and I think I brought her to a sale a long, long time ago, and she didn't sell. And I thought she went with the other girl. So I thought I'd offer her tonight. She's this cute little Arnart. She's this cute little girl there standing next to the fence post with, I think it's a little lamb or maybe it's a little goat. I think it's a little goat. Look at that little kitschy goat popping its head through. Thank you, Lisa. I see you're 15. Okay, and this one is Arnart with the Japan label on it. What are you looking at, Tina?
I thought it was a dog.
No, it's not a dog. That's a goat. Don't you think that's a goat, Amy?
I think it's a goat. Yeah, it definitely, like with the little tuft on the head, I think it's a goat.
It's a goat dog. That there's one of them goat dogs. A fancy goat dog. And she's got that cute little straw hat on. And I love how they gave the detailing all the way around. This one has no chips or no cracks, just like the other one. The other one just has that little nip. So you got this cute little girl standing there. I thought they go well together. She is about 4.5 inches tall, and she's about 3.5 across. So these are your two choices at 15. Yep, Shannon says goat as well. So I think census is goat. So I thought they kind of looked well together. Like she's sitting out there on the country road selling her lemonade to everybody. And she's like, girl, lemonade was so 2020. Let me tell you, so I thought they would go well together. So we're looking for 16 or more. I got Shannon in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more, and that's on choice. Guys, don't forget, could be a donkey. Hee-haw, could be a donkey. Oh, it kind of looks like the hee-haw donkey now that Deanna said that. Oh, my gosh. No matter what, it's a cute, kitschy animal with a cute, kitschy girl. She's selling her lemonade. She's hanging out by the fence post talking all the tea to the girl while she's selling lemonade. So I thought they kind of went well together. So, Cheryl, we're looking for 17 or more. Guys, we're going to count it down just in case if you're an active bidder. It's a gonky. It's a gonky, Lizzie. That's it. Gonky. I'm a gonky. So Cheryl's in at 17. We're looking for 18 or more. Just in case, let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. She's in lavender. She's in purple and blue. And so is she. I just noticed that right now. They're sisters. I sell lemonade. And she
Sister
just
from
hangs
another
out.
maker.
They are. That's true. Exactly right, Amy. Lisa's in at 18. Shannon had a just in case of 20. And Cheryl had a just in case of 22. There's the bid end. So Cheryl, you get first choice. We're going to call her, let's call her Fence. And let's call this one Lemonade. Lemonade or Fence. And you can take them both because they're kind of scaled about the same too. I think they would look well together. So Cheryl, let me know if you want the Lemonade or if you want the Fence. And then Shannon, you're going to have backup. So just bear with me, guys, for the lag. So Cheryl, you got first choice at 21. Let me know. I may have said 22, but you have first choice at 21 because of the just in cases. So let me know if you want Fence or if you want Lemonade. Of course, she spells it the way I do. Lemon. Get your lemonade, 2 cents. That's with inflation, now that'd be 25 cents.
Goat dog.
All right, Cheryl, you're getting goat dog. And then we got Shannon in. Shannon, let me know if you're interested at your bid of 20 for the little lemonade girl. And if you're not, we're going to go back to Lisa. And I think those were the only ones bidding. So if you guys can just bear with me. Shannon, let's see here because it's getting late in the night for Jason. Shannon, let me know if you're interested at your 20. I better write that one down, 21. 21, that one is going to Cheryl. Okay, gotcha. You wanted the other one. That's cool. Then we got Lisa. Lisa, let me know if you're interested at her at 16. And I will just write down Cheryl.
Yep, and that was everybody. Yep, she wants it.
All right, Miss Lisa Green. She's coming to you for 16. And Amy, do you have anything to recap?
I do not.
Okay, so could you help a brother out and explain while I write that down real quick?
Yes.
While I do my recap.
So for the recap, how that's going to work is Jason's going to show you the item. He'll describe it for you, note any damage that it has, and it's going to be a claim. So you would type in the item plus the price if you want to claim it. If there's more than one person that's interested in the item, we will do a quick little countdown to break any ties, and Karen Gillette will remain the bid ender. Cheryl, do you want me to talk about that?
What happened? What did
Cheryl asked me what stickers I have.
Oh, yes, go ahead. And I just wanted to say, Lisa, I misspoke. It's yours for 18. I think I saw 16 and said that. I just wanted to clarify, Lisa. It's yours for 18. Yes, go ahead, Amy. I'm gonna make it big so you can show them.
And this goes for anybody. I haven't mentioned these in a little bit. Sometimes I forget about them when they're sitting here. If anybody wants to add a sticker to their order tonight, they're $3. They're waterproof vinyl, 3 inches. So let me know if you want the yellow Winkin' Kitty or the Meow Meow one. And I am working on a new one. I'm hoping to have it by September. So that's what I got, Cheryl. Just let me know. You can either type it in the chat or you can send it in your email. And if somebody just wants a sticker, you can email me and let me know. I can send it snail mail with a stamp. Thank you.
Amy's email's right there on the screen in case you guys need it. So I'm going to get myself up here. Let me switch us around here. I'll show my recap. Again, Karen Gillette, thank you for being our official mod and bid ender. Holly, Deanna, thank you guys. And everybody who assisted in the chat tonight. Again, we couldn't do it without you. So like Amy said, I'm just going to show it and give you the price. No damage. Chalkware Baby could be a bookend, could be a doorstop in really good condition. Has the mica glitter. Super cute little naked baby. $15. If anybody's interested in the Chalkware Baby, just put Chalkware that it was $15. It measures 5 1/4 by 6 1/2. So probably 1940s or 1950s. Just put in Chalkware Baby, $15, and the baby could be yours. If more than one person's interested, we'll do a countdown. So let's just see what the lag does there for a moment. Then I had... For 20, I had my antique, because this is an antique, the little ugly duckling. It is a little child bull. I believe it's ironstone. It is marked that it was made in England. So it does have some staining. It has all the good wear to it that we all love on these little baby bulls. So this one is the ugly duckling. And it says, this little duck is out of luck if you eat all of the luncheon. So if you're interested, this was just $20. Just put in bowl, $20. Thank you, Robin. I got you for the baby. Let me write that down.
That would make a pretty epic cereal bowl.
It would.
Just
It
saying.
would. Thank you, Robin, for claiming the baby. I'm just writing that down as I try to multitask. So again, I'll just come back to this because of the lag. Just put in bowl, and that could be yours for 20. Bowl for 20. And then I had one of my Beatrix Potter figurines remaining. This is the old woman in the shoe. Let me put my pen down here. Very good condition, no damage. So this is the little mouse. And then there's the underside. If it wants to focus. And this was $10. So if anybody's interested, just put mouse, $10. These can go all over the place for pricing. They did make these in a couple different decades. Again, it's easier if I just show you the bottom. The bottom on this probably is late 70s or early 1980s, if that was my best guess. Again, these are fine made. Okay, we have two people interested in the mouse. Lisa was in it first. Cheryl came in with a 10. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 11 or more. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Lisa. I see your 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. No damage. It's roughly 2 3/4 by about 3 3/4. So it's a nice size. Cheryl's in at 13. Just in case is in play with Lisa. Thank you guys so much. Right before the bid ends. So Lisa, congratulations. It's coming to you for $14. And that's going to do it for a pretty epic, fantastic finds Wednesday sale. Thank you guys so much. Let me just write that down, Amie.
Reminder, you guys, our emails are up here on the screen. If you won something tonight, please make sure and email us tonight with your information, your YouTube name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. And if you don't have PayPal, let us know in that email. That way we can send you a link and you can check out as a guest. So send that tonight if you haven't already, especially if you're a new buyer. If you guys don't send us the information, there's no way that we can search for your screen name and find you. So please, please make sure to send that information to us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. And now we're going to move into our vintage community members fantastic finds. So I'm going to explain how we're going to do this. And then I'll have Jason put up our email here on the screen. So if you guys are new to this, or you haven't stuck around for this portion, or you watched it on the replay, if you guys want to send in photos to us that we can share here up on the big screen, if you want to be part of our broadcast, you can send it to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. So send us any pictures of like stuff that you found at Goodwill for an awesome price, or stuff that you picked up at an estate sale, stuff that you maybe have purchased on a live sale and how you've made a display or you've incorporated it into your home, or full collections of things. Anything that you want to send us that you would love to be part of our broadcast, do email us. This has been so much fun since we started doing that. So we really enjoy this part of it. And I hope you guys enjoy this part of it too, because it's really fun to see what you guys do with the vintage. So
it is. And I think we're all fingers crossed to see some Halloween soon. And I'm dying to see the Christmas. So we love everything you guys share with us. We have two people tonight that we're going to spotlight. We have Sally B, and then we're going to show you some things from Karen S. And we saw some things from Karen S in one of our earlier shows, and she sent us some more, and she added some more since then. So first thing is Sally B. Now, she's very proud, Amie, of the prices she paid for these items. So I'm going to show you the first picture.
Oh, my word.
Okay.
Look at that teeny little pointy head pixie. Oh, I can't.
I know. And then the best part is the price. So Amie, the one in the boot, she paid $5 for it. $5.
Awesome.
The little one with the Mr. like October pose, $2.
Awesome
$7.
deal, Sally. Awesome deal.
$7.
I've never seen that little one with the pointed like cone head. I've never seen that guy before.
Neither have
so
I.
cute.
And the cold paint on these looks to be in really good condition. So
Yeah.
really, really, really good. Now this gorgeous leaf. So it's a glass leaf, and this would have been hand blown. And then I'm assuming from the back that the stem would have been attached, to it later. She paid a whopping $11 for this.
Wow.
$11.
Wow.
Which I think is really good. And that I think would be really good in the fall. And if you had something that you could put in there, like a little figurine coming out of the leaf, I think that would be really fun. So, well, Sally B, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And please,
Sally. Awesome.
get out. All of y'all, get out there and get those deals, especially owning a brick and mortar, guys. I'm telling you, you get out to those shops, you never know what you're going to find. You never know what you're going to find. So get on out there. So now we have Karen S coming up. So I got to preface it with the fact that Karen lives in South Carolina. Okay. Then things are very hard to find in South Carolina. Now, I know that for a fact. She agrees. A lot of our buyers from the South come up from the Carolinas to Pennsylvania to buy because the Carolinas just don't seem to have as much as some of us northeastern states do. I think it had to do, a lot of us think it had to do with the ports because the ports were so close. And then, of course, this part of the country was very industrial very early on. Folks made some money early on and then bought more early on. So it didn't really get out to, southern or western parts as much. But she travels up to Buffalo, New York to visit her family. Now, let me tell you, I know that New York has some sweet stuff, has some really good stuff. And she always finds amazing things when she heads up to see the family in Buffalo, New York. Her biggest thing, and boy, it speaks to my heart. She loves to collect shakers. Okay. So she showed us some of these shelves earlier in one of the earlier broadcasts. And wait till you see what she's added in the meantime. So here's one of the pictures.
Oh,
Boom.
These shelves. Yes.
Yes. You remember these shelves now, don't you?
Oh, she's got the deer shakers that match the little outstretched leg deer that I had tonight.
She does.
How fun is that?
And look at this. And look at the Holt Howard chicks. The Miss Cutie Pie. Oh my God. And then the mermaids. Yeah. And then it's your girl, the Winking Kitty.
So good.
This is picture number one.
That's the shelf of kitchulitis right there.
It is.
The mermaid shakers at the bottom. So good.
And let's not forget everybody's favorite snail, Mr. Snappy, down there in the corner.
Yes.
So good. All right. Now here's picture number 2. Boom.
Oh,
now,
wow.
In picture number 2, Amie, if you see up top there where the little Christ dogs are.
Yes.
She has the female dog that goes with the boy dog that me and Tina bought when we were with you guys in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So, Karen, if you ever decide to sell, hit me up with a message. I might be interested if you ever.
I love the PY squirrel shakers that are in the middle. I love those.
And all those poodles. So good. All right, Amie, can you even stand another picture?
There's more?
Well, there's more. There's a couple more. So there you go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just, many good ones. Mm-hmm. So many good ones in there.
Yeah. Yep.
The Navajo tall boy deer shakers, those are so good.
They really are. And I got to tell you, those Pixies are some of my favorite. Now, they're always hobbyist, unless a company made them and I wasn't aware of. I think that every single time I see them, they're always done so well. I just think they're really neat because you usually see them in the pink or the blue. And all right, so up next, this is another piece of her collection. She has the Hall Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red Riding Hood cookie jar.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. And Amie, I'll need your help because I can never remember the name of this one. She has this head pocket. Wall pocket. That's right. Oh, and they always have the killer side eye, don't they?
They do.
So good. Now,
they're always flirty. The eyes on those are always flirty.
Yes. Now, this one warms my heart because I love these, the Chalkware fish.
Ooh, those are good. I've never seen those ones before with the paint like that.
The matte airbrushing on these, I think, is just superb. So late. It's kind of that good bridge between heading out of the 40s into that 50s, kind of look. So really good. So that was everything.
Man. Wow.
That was Karen S. So thank you, Karen S., for sharing that with us. And again, like Amie said, let me get our email up here, gang. Please send us some more pictures. We still have a few in queue, but we always are looking for more. Send those emails to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Again, sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Please get yourself in queue, like Amie said. Anything you find at the thrift store. If Mom or Aunt Sally is digging in the attic and gives you something, anything that you feel is fantastic, we all want to see it. So we can't wait to get some more pictures. And we love doing this. And again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Follow her husband, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Before we end the night, if you could slide his link in there again, we would appreciate it. Holly Parker, always thank you. Deanna, Northwest Sunshine.
Thank you, ladies, so much for all of your help all the time. Thank you so much.
Couldn't do it without our mods. So, Amie, when can the folks find you again? What are you going to be up to? What are you doing this week?
I may be on a road trip this weekend.
Okay.
And there might be a surprise person. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out this weekend.
Okay.
Just pay attention to my community tab.
Right.
And then I'll be back Wednesday for Fantastic Finds
Fantastic
at
Finds.
8 p.m. Eastern here on Mother Tucker's. So, yeah.
Guys, make sure you're following Amie over on Instagram, because if she's having a secret weekend that I don't even know about, you're going to have to make sure to follow her over on Instagram so you know who she's hanging out with, because she ain't even telling old Jason from Mother Tucker. So make sure you're following her here. The link to her YouTube, if someone could drop it in, and also in the description, please give Amie a follow. She drops content every single Sunday, so look for a new video this Sunday coming out on her channel.
Thank you, Jason. And can I touch on that real quick? That
yes,
you guys, I know a lot of you just come to watch, and that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for your support in that capacity. And if you guys don't feel like you can buy anything on the live sales, that's awesome too. That's totally fine. But another way that you can support your favorite content creators, your favorite YouTubers, you can always just go to their channel and pick some older videos that you've never seen before and just let them play through. Let the ads play through. The watch hours, the likes, the comments, all that stuff really helps boost everybody in the algorithm, helps the content creators grow, really helps in support in that way. If you can't purchase anything from the live sales, that is just a really simple way. Put an older video, an older live sale, let it play through while you're doing the dishes, cleaning your house, whatever. You don't even have to pay attention to it if you don't want to. But all those likes and comments certainly helps with the boost in the algorithm, especially right now. Sometimes in the summertime, it's a little bit slower just for viewing and stuff like that. But that really helps. It really, really does. So thank you guys so much for that. I just wanted to mention that in case you guys didn't know that.
And like Amie said, it's free. It's free. It doesn't cost you guys a thing, just a little bit of your time. So, guys, I'll be over on Instagram. I'm doing a pop-up. The Valentinos are getting together. So make sure you guys hop on over to Instagram. So make sure you're following me. It'll be Friday night at 8 p.m. The Valentinos are getting together. This one's going to be good, guys. It is The Unusual Suspect.
This is really interesting. The way that you,
this
really
one,
theme.
This one has definitely tested my picker antique skill. So The Unusual Suspect, and the quick description of it is, it's something that you are going to want, but you didn't know you wanted it, and it's in a form that is unusual, but it's common. So the Valentinos, again, for those of you that are not familiar, it's Garden Guy Bill. He will be hosting. I'll be sitting shotgun with him. It'll be Brian from Mid-Century Mister along with John of Everyday Holiday Displays. So please give all of them a follow on Instagram as well. Give Bill a follow here on YouTube. In between there, I also want to say our video, we took our nieces out antiquing. We did a video. We did a shop with me with my two nieces, Emmy and Charlotte. You guys are definitely going to want to see that video. So I think Tina's going to work on it and drop it tomorrow or Friday. This one's going to be a good one to watch. We don't have kids, so we take our nieces once a year and we become mom and dad, Aunt and Uncle Jace for the day. So you want to see how we handle the youngins? It's fun. They did a great job, and we let them pick out their vintage. We give them a budget, and they're allowed to go in and pick whatever they want. And it's our way of trying to recruit the next generation to continue this going further. So then after you watch that, please come back, see me Monday night for Marvelous Mother Tuckers Monday, 8 p.m. right here on my channel. This week, it's just going to be me and Bill by ourselves. We're going to go by ourselves, so we'll have a few extra rounds for you. So come hang out with me and Bill Monday night. I'll be back with Miss Amie, the Queen of Kitsch, here for Fantastic Finds on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. All that said, Amie, thank you so much. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you back here next week at 8 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday.